Yes, yes, people. Slightly late? Actually, no, we're more than slightly late. We took the whole island time thing to a new extreme this evening. So, apologies, my people. As you can see, I am not flawless. I am Peter, but I am here. I am filling in. It is what it is. Big up to everybody watching. I know you guys are waiting. Before you guys ask me where flawless is, I don't know. So feel free to ask as many times as you want, however you want to, but I have no idea. But I got green lighted to just start the show without him. I didn't really want to, like until he said it was cool, because it's kind of his thing. But yes, people, I am here. Welcome to the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. I need to go grab a banner or something, probably. Let me do that. Hold on. There you go. Banner scrolling across the bottom for everybody. Don't forget to like the stream, subscribe, do all that stuff. Where is Flawless? I don't know. I just said this, but I don't know. I have no idea. I live halfway across the world from him, so I don't know. He could be anywhere. Big up to you, Noah. But yeah, guys, if you want to know where he is, just ask him. I don't know. So yeah, that's it. But big up to everybody. Big up to everybody. I hope everybody's having a good late Sunday night. Yes, we were late, but things happen. I'm sure it'll make sense someday soon. I don't know. Who knows? But yes, guys, this is sports Q&A. So ask any sporting related questions, and we will go through them and answer them. I say we, but right now it's just myself. So any sporting related questions, that is what we are here for. So yeah, big up to everybody. Um, where is Flawless? I don't know. If you guys want to run Firmino prop and make Lukaku jokes, sure. Like I guess we can. But yeah, so it is what it is. Where is the rest of the people? Aaron, that's a good question. My answer is I don't know. C1, am I by myself? Yes, until someone else shows up. Ahmed, do you want to jump on, bro? You can. I'll send you the link. I'll send it to you. But yeah, guys, sporting questions, all that stuff. So I'll give you guys a few minutes to get your questions in. Big up to you, Cams. Do all that good stuff. But yeah, Ahmed, I'm going to send you the link on the Bird app right now. So hold on just a second. I'm about to drop it. Actually, wait. Hold on. Ahmed, are you on Twitter? Wait. Fucking hell. Hold on. Ahmed, are you on Twitter? Because I don't know. I would DM it to you that way. That would be the simplest. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, your presence would be welcome. Which goal was better, Salah against City or Watford's? City easily. Watford, with all due respect, Watford is Watford. Don't let Mimi hear me saying that though, guys. NBA predictions for Tuesday. Let me think. Who's even playing? Is it Bucks and Nets and Warriors Lakers? Oh, I'll say the Bucks will win and the Warriors will win. I don't know. It's regular season basketball, man. Anything can happen. Yes. Ahmed. I don't know if I follow you on Twitter. Ahmed underscore OMX. Yes. I don't follow you. Okay. That makes sense. All right. So I'm following you now. I am going to send you this, my brother. Oh, you got to follow me back, Ahmed, before I can message you, apparently. That's got to be something to do with your settings than mine. If Chelsea keeps playing this lazy ball, essentially, what will I do? Guys, I don't know why everyone is really surprised at what we're watching. I don't get it. I don't know why my camera is so grainy. I don't know why the picture is so strange. So sorry for that as well, guys. Yeah, I don't know why everybody's surprised. We've always had a creative issue. So like shit, I guess like the problem really has to hit people in the face before they can really like begin to acknowledge it. But yeah. Ahmed, follow me back, bro. Follow me back real quick. I just followed you on Twitter. Because I can't DM you. It's gotta be the way your account is set up. LeBron or Steph Curry? Is this like a who's a better player question? Because if that's the case, big up Ahmed. All right, I should be able to DM you now, my brother. All right. There you go. The link is there, my friend. The link is there. Look at us. Manrick, big up to you. Daniel, you're saying Chelsea don't have the forwards to win the league. If you think it's a striker issue, then respectfully, I don't know like what we're looking at. It's clearly like a creative issue, but fair enough. Guys, Ben, you're asking where Elena is. Truthfully, again, I don't know. I live here in the States. They live in the UK. I have not actually seen Elena for like a few weeks, like on camera or anything. I hope she's doing all right. She may or may not have stuff to work through. I truthfully don't know. We don't talk all the time like that. So nah. Where is she? She's not here. Hopefully she will be here. I would like to welcome into the panel my good brother Ahmed, my Pro Clubs brother. So Ahmed, how are you doing?
Yo, my G, what we saying?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Honestly, I've been sitting here since 5 o'clock waiting to get a response from Flawless. And I was like, should I just start? But I was like, nah. But then he finally messaged me back. So I'm here, bro. But yes, guys, I would like to welcome Ahmed to the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. All of your regulars are not here. This is why every team has substitute players. And so we are here.
Did you just call me a substitute, bro?
Bro, I'm a substitute too. I don't start these.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
This is not my normal thing.
It's supposed to be like what? Flawless, Ryan, Jan, and Elena, innit?
Yeah, pretty much. Like this is their thing, but none of them are here.
Yeah,
Yan
bro.
is busy eating her candy sticks or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they're taking this ethnic thing a bit far with the whole time and that.
Yeah, so it's all good, bro.
Yeah.
Somebody.
But then, Mandem, get some comments, some questions in the comments, and let's see what you man are thinking.
Yeah, let's talk sports, I guess. Ideal Chelsea attack since we're so blunt going forward. Cho, Werner, and Lukaku. At this point.
Cho, Werner, and Lukaku. Werner, you sure, man?
Well, bro, we need somebody to run beyond Lukaku. Cams, you're asking that everything is okay, bro. Everything is cool on my end. I don't know. Like it could be people fell asleep. It could be a lot of things. I don't know.
I reckon Flawless just fell asleep.
Like we don't have a group chat where I talk to all of them in it. Like I'm in the Pro Clubs group chat, and I'm in a Ballers at the Bridge group chat with Flawless, and that's it. And that's just because those are things that I do, you know?
Yeah.
Like we don't talk as much off stream as you guys might think. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, we literally just jump on and we have vibes and that, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Except the Pro Clubs group chat, that shit is funny.
The Pro Clubs group chat is carnage. Ben, you're saying Liverpool are winning the league? I mean, we'll have to see. That's a bold statement for a team.
I think Chelsea's winning the league, man.
I was going to say, like, Liverpool winning is a bold statement for a club that's beat 0 teams in the top half, but I feel you. So, yeah, go for it. Guys, who's the best in the world? Salah, Benz, or Lewandowski?
Oh, that's a question and a half. Go on, Peter, you first.
I mean, you can't ignore. I'll go. This is tough. I'll say Benzema. I will say Benzema. I think so. But the real question is by right now, what do you mean? Like, how right now are we talking?
Suppose it means form, I'd imagine.
Yeah, that's true.
That's something. Oh, do you know what I think about that question? I think Benzema, Lewandowski, or Salah. Ooh, that's a good
Yeah,
question.
I mean, Ben, the teams you played, you haven't beat. Like, I know you can only play what's in front of you, but this is the same
Yeah,
criticism that was leveled at Chelsea last season. So, like,
yeah.
it is what it is.
As a
I'll go Ben.
footballer, like I think Benzema is like the most versatile out of those
Yep.
three. But as a clear, like it's just as a number 9, and just in terms of scoring goals, you can't ignore Lewandowski.
Yeah. I mean, bro, you could answer any way you guys want to. I think Benzema, though, like, I think the work he's been doing ever since Ronaldo left has been incredible. It's
Yeah,
like
that's
people forget how much of a highly touted youngster Benzema was coming through at Lyon.
yeah.
Like, people
That's
forget how good he was just because who stood next to him.
so underrated. Like he was so underrated for so many years. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah, it is what it is.
Do you know what the thing I really like about Benzema was? Like he was more about the team winning than personal accolades in it. So that's something you could always appreciate.
It's hard as to be the next big thing growing up. It's hard to humble yourself to a point where you can still be effective and be a functioning part of an elite level team. He's shown he can take a step back and he can be the main man. And not everyone can do that. People usually do one or the other, but I think it's cool how Benzema can do both.
Yeah.
I think Ole will get sacked after the Liverpool game. I personally do not. Ahmed might have a different opinion.
No, I agree. I don't think so. I think like right now the club, like a competent board would have sacked him about 3 years ago, but
Yeah,
realistically, like the way I see it, there's too many. What you might call it, like there's too many factors at stake right now, and I don't think this club is the kind of club to pull the plug at the right time. I expect them to pull the plug at the worst possible time. So probably before like an important game, before an easy run starts.
yeah. Nah, I hear that. I hear that. Let's see. Hakimi or Cancelo? I will go with Hakimi.
I agree. Depends on what side, though. I think Cancelo's better off the left. I think Hakim is better off the right, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. But nah, I think Hakimi's a better player. Which I
Yeah,
mean,
he's.
it's not to say Cancelo's a terrible player, guys.
Oh, fam, did you see like that picture of it was like Hernandez and Lorente and Hakimi, and it's like Real Madrid let all these guys go.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I don't think they're struggling. I mean, they do have an obvious hole at right back. So I can't even like phrase it as they'll be all right. But I mean, they're Real Madrid. They'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Mohammed, what are you?
Ha ha.
Who are you talking about? Oh, pro clubs. Question.
Yep.
Why did?
Go.
Oh, I was like, wait, what? Why did we lose?
I put a whole analysis in the chat, bro, and I
Yeah, that's a good question. Short
keep
answer.
going.
Short answer. Mons wasn't there, and we were destabilized. But long answer. We just wasn't our night. Like I don't know. Sometimes you just lose in the game. To be fair,
Yeah, but we lost 8 in a row. That was outrageous.
it was outrageous. Like it is what it is.
Do you know what I think some of the biggest issues was? Like as we move up in the divisions, we actually have to be way more organized. And the problem with that was like when you have Cam's basically playing right wing, you gotta cover for him, and then you got
Yeah,
Tux constantly losing the ball, Ryan being Ryan, basically me back with an AR centre back and flawless, and
yeah,
Surfer not being the best defensively, and we were always out of position. We constantly got hit on the counters, and we just started bickering like
yeah.
children. So I think ultimately it was just all of us being shit, and having no creativity in midfield also definitely killed us.
100%.
And let's be completely real here. I, as a centre back, outscored the entire attack. Like we were shit. We had nothing up front.
We
And
weren't finishing chances either. That's the thing.
yeah, like we didn't even outscore our opposition. We played gung ho football sometimes. But you know what, Peter? Honestly, it wasn't our day. Like we were hitting the bar. We were getting four or five chances, and everyone missed them. It
That's
just wasn't
true.
our day.
No, that's true.
Nah, but we got this next week. We'll win next week if we've got months. No problem.
I wonder why my StreamYard kind of bugs out. It's hard for me to like scroll down and find stuff. Am I missing anything? Let me see. Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll win next time, guys, but it is what it is.
Yeah, we need to be organized. Like, we actually need to stick to a position and, kind of plan out how we want to play. We can't be doing this freestyle shit anymore.
Felix or Havertz?
Felix.
I would prefer Felix just as a player. Like, if we could swap them, I would. Cams, you said it best, though, Statman Tax.
Yeah.
Facts. Bro, we do lose the ball in awful areas in transition and we get countered. That happens as well.
Way, way too much. And it's frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, man. We didn't have that creative spark. And the whole crossing thing, like, clearly crossing isn't effective on this FIFA.
Yeah, because headers are really like
they're
really disrespected. Do I think the Ravens will make the Super Bowl? It's too early to say. That being said, it is week 6. Like, none of that. I will have a better judgment in like December, January time. But no, I mean that would be nice. Obviously, that being my team for NFL. But yeah, guys, continue getting your questions in. Bits of housekeeping, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Turn your notifications bell. Turn your notifications bell on. Anytime we go live, you will be notified. Yeah, apologies for being late again. Obviously, Flawless is not here. No, I don't know where he is, and I don't really know why he's not here. I didn't ask. So, if you guys are curious, ask him. I am not hiding information from you. I genuinely don't know.
Yeah, and listen, guys. Obviously, like, me and Peter and Flawless and that, like, we've got a good level of melanin in it. So this is part of the tax, in it. Whether it's island tax or brown people tax, it's just what it is. You gotta get used to it.
Facts. Like, sorry we were late, but like at the same time, can you be surprised?
Not really.
Yeah, like, thoughts on Carson Wentz as quarterback? I think Carson Wentz is a mediocre quarterback. I'll be honest.
I know fuck all about American football. I can't lie.
Yeah, that's fine, bro. Both of you, which current player is going to be icons in future FIFA? That's a very long-winded question.
Cristiano, Messi, Lewandowski, Pogba, for the World Cup thing. Basically all them, man. That's what I think.
Real quick, I would like to welcome Queen number 1 of Sarcasm City, Yan, here joining us. Yan, how are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Do you feel better now that you have your candy sticks?
Oh my god, that actually makes it feel sick now, which is what I wanted to do.
Okay.
That's how I get over my addictions. I just like...
You just like overindulge and never want to see it again? I kind of respect
that.
I respect that. As long as you're not doing it with like hard drugs and you're just doing like candy and stuff, then that's probably fine.
No, it's always sugar. It's always sugar stuff. I've got sugar addiction.
Yeah, no, I saw the picture of the stuff you bought, and I was like, that seems very large for one person, but all right.
The fact is, half of it's gone in like one day. That's how bad it is.
Well, the thing is, like, it makes sense, but it doesn't, because I had a friend. She used to do stuff like that all the time. She'd get like 3-pound bags of M&Ms.
Shame.
And I'd be like, "You're 102 pounds, and you're gonna eat 3 pounds of M&Ms." All right. And she'd be like, "Oh, I feel sick." I'm like, "Well, that's surprising."
And that's me. That's literally me right now.
Do you know how cheap candy is in your countries, or sweets and that? Like, in my country, like, there's like at least 4 taxes, so they probably twice the price.
Where do you live?
Denmark.
Oh yeah, it's expensive there.
Yeah, it's very expensive, but it's just part of what it is.
England is cheaper than America. Like,
for real?
Yeah, for sweets.
I wouldn't know.
America's slightly more expensive than England. It never used to be, but because the pound is shit, then dollars are more expensive now.
Yeah, expensive exchange rates and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
It's expensive where I live, though, so like.
I know, because I always have sugar when I'm in America as well. As you can tell.
But yes, guys, Yan is here, so we have one of our 4 Q&A regulars. I don't know where everyone else is.
I think it was that, to be honest.
Yeah, we don't know. Like, we don't have information.
We genuinely don't know.
We're just here. I saw people be like, "Oh, when are you gonna start?" I was like thinking, I don't know what to say. Question: would I have Mbappe over Neymar? No. Yan, what about you?
I think in City's team I'd have Mbappe because he's versatile, isn't it?
I guess.
Well, and Neymar's a bit older, but I like Neymar.
That's true.
Ahmed, what about you? Would you take Mbappe or Neymar?
Bruv, I have regular Rashford. I don't need croissant Rashford as well.
Wow.
Shame.
All right, guys, you heard this. Croissant Rashford. That's crazy.
Yeah, man, like I'm Charleston and that. Nah, but on a real, on a real though,
please, I don't understand this.
Although I love Neymar in it, I really do. But in terms of if I were to sign him now, like how old is he? 30?
29.
29. Yeah, I'd have him. I'll have him over Neymar. We need more creativity at United anyway. Oh, actually, we just need a new manager.
Excellent. One Rovers blog saying big up to you, big up to the panel, my friend.
Big up.
Big up to you.
Oh my god, I feel sick. Don't eat these sweets, guys.
I won't. Eleanor hopping in on her burner account, shouting herself out. Big up. Just kidding. Luciano. Big up to you. I will tell Eleanor that you're shouting her out if and when I ever see her again. At the rate we usually see each other, it'll probably be for the next Spurs-Chelsea collab show in March sometime. So I will make sure to write it down and I will tell her.
Yeah, I agree with Cams.
Jez, you're saying you had a weird addiction for sweets? Okay, that's fine, bro. I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, have an addiction to sweet, just not drugs in it. Like it's way better.
I don't know what's worse. They're both bad on the body.
No, drugs is much worse.
Yep, way worse.
This is not even close. This is not even remotely close. Drugs will harm your brain. Sugar will just like raise your blood pressure. Like you can always like lower that.
Yeah, and fuck up your teeth too as well.
But like once you start putting holes in your brain, like it's a wrap.
Yeah,
it's kind of long, isn't it?
Yeah, like nah. Look at Yan over there. Trying to mull doing drugs over there. Don't do drugs, kids. Stay in school. Gamble responsibly.
I don't take drugs. I don't take any drugs.
That's good, guys. Yan, the moral beacon of Sarcasm City TV.
I never, you know what? I never even used to take like paracetamol or anything for years. But now I have to, like, because now I take, I have to take drugs for my asthma anyway. So.
Oh, okay. We have a question. I think it's supposed to be Xabi Alonso.
Gerrard, Silva, Vieira, Lampard, Scholes,
Herrick. Who is the best of them all? And name the top three.
David Silva.
Vieira.
That surprises nobody that Yan said that.
He's so underrated, man.
I have to say Vieira. He's the most complete for all of them for me.
I liked Vieira.
I'm gonna say
I'll pick the three City legends: David Silva, Vieira, and Lampard.
You just come on here to cause chaos? Is that what this is?
No.
Guys, I want to know. Yan showed up, belly full of candy. He was like, "How can I troll people today?" And you guys just want to do it.
That's actually quite difficult. That
it is. Like,
they're all players, man.
Who's the best out of all of them?
For me, it's Vieira, isn't it? After that, like, I think I got mine. I think mine is Vieira, Scholes, and Xabi Alonso.
Mine was going to be David Silva, Alonso, and Vieira. Just because Silva and Alonso actually played together as well.
I think I'd agree with that one, to be fair.
Yeah.
Well, there's not really like...
That is definitely... I'd say, yeah, that's who I'd go.
I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like Xabi Alonso and David Silva if I'm going to make a midfield three, they like have to be in. We saw like a Gerrard Lampard midfield and it just didn't work. You know? So like, I don't know. But no, as far as best player out of all of them, it's probably Vieira, to be honest.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to back Scholes, but I can't. Vieira is very, very good.
Bro, nothing against Scholes and Carrick, but like I don't. They just
Carrick's definitely the worst out of them. It's not that he's a bad player.
That's an interesting question. That's probably true though.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
I'd have all of them before I had Carrick. Not that Carrick's a bad player, but yeah.
Out of them, Mando, I'd say Scholes is slightly underrated, isn't it?
I mean, Scholes
everyone rates Scholes as the best midfielder, so he's not really underrated.
You think I always see people put him like at the end of the whole Gerrard Lampard. And
oh no, I always hear him first. It's more Lampard that kind of gets pushed out by everyone but Chelsea fans.
Oh right, okay, fair enough.
That's from what I've seen.
Mm-hmm. Guys, keep getting your questions in. Drop the like.
The thing is, Alonso is most of his career was not in England, so that's why he won't get the ratings anyway.
Yeah, I'll rate Xabi Alonso so highly, you know.
Yeah, he was very, very, very good.
Anybody who doesn't rate Xabi Alonso highly started watching football in 2014 and didn't care to open a book, but that's fine.
Yeah, but even then he was still playing.
Well, he was playing well at Bayern. He had did he have legs? Did he have no legs? I can't even remember.
I mean, he didn't, but like he never really had legs like that.
Yeah, but you don't need to when your footballing IQ is that high.
Yeah, like it wasn't he's not a PMP kind of person. Like people act like you get to be 32 and you're no longer good.
Is he still managing?
Yes.
Who does he manage now?
Chat, where is Xabi Alonso managing?
I'll check it out.
Anybody? Somewhere in Germany. Somewhere in Germany, I want to say. Definitely.
Yeah. I know he became a manager, but I just haven't heard anything since.
Yeah, and you've got a question from Mohammed. Aguero in his Barca debut. What's your favorite Aguero games?
Sorry to cut you off. Just 1 second. He manages Real Sociedad B team.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
So he might go where he goes to the first team.
Cool. That's actually not bad. Yeah, and I feel like you've gotten this Aguero question repackaged like 80 times, but go for it.
Yeah, I think before I get onto that, I do think him starting with the B team is a good idea, rather than jumping in at the deep end like some other managers and then sinking in it. It's better for him to do it that way.
100% agree.
But yeah, since Aguero made his Barca debut, you know what? Like, it's such a shame that we have no striker and he's playing games for Barcelona, but it is what it is. My favourite Aguero games, obviously 93-20. You can't really look past that.
Yeah.
But the game against Liverpool where he scored that amazing goal, I can't remember what year, against Reina. That was a great game.
This is coming. But he said that like 30. Flawless said, "I'll be on soon," but he said that like 25 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, ignore him. Yeah, and then like the game, there was two games on my birthday. I think it was in back-to-back years. One was against Leicester. He didn't particularly play well, but he scored 4 goals. And then the 6-0 against Chelsea. Sorry, guys. But yeah, that was on my birthday. And I asked him specifically, can you score a goal? And he scored like 3. So yeah, I love Aguero for that. And his debut as well. I'll always remember his debut because he came on, like, I think 20 minutes ago, something like that, and scored a brace. So yeah, I love Aguero, man.
Yeah, Aguero's cold still.
He's underrated now. People talk about him like he wasn't that good. It's amazing.
It's weird how people try and do that.
I know.
Very odd. Yeah, so pretty much, guys, 93-20. They whooped us 6-0 on Yan's birthday. She had to slide that in. I was actually going to be a good person today, but I don't know.
Are you going to bring the toxic Fifa back?
I'm not going to lie, I took a day and a half off. It was boring. Yo, yeah, and you know I got put in Twitter jail yesterday.
I saw. Was it for being toxic?
I said, "Come on, niggas," and I tagged Watford, and I got put in Twitter jail. And then they held 5, and I still wasn't. I know.
I can't lie, that's actually fucking hilarious.
Like out of everything I've said on Twitter.com, that's what got me a suspension. I was like, all right, there must be some sort of algorithm thing because I tagged the club.
Yeah, they probably just flag up anything.
But like, I don't know. It is what it is. But no, yeah. So I have been fairly toxic this weekend, I guess. But no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm here being wholesome. I'm here holding down the Q&A. But
Yeah,
with me coming in on the overlap and that.
Question for the panel: Prime Johan Cruyff or Prime Dennis Bergkamp?
I am not old enough to remember Cruyff.
I'm not going to sit here and act like I watched Prime Johan Cruyff because I'm only 25.
Oh, you're the same age.
What? Are you calling me old? Are we doing this?
No, I'm joking.
I was gonna say,
I don't think anyone yeah, I don't think anyone is old enough to remember that, really.
Yeah.
But the fact that Cruyff is still so well known now, they still have a Cruyff turn. Says a lot in it.
Yeah. Then again, it doesn't really because there's also a Bolasie flick. No offense to Yannick Bolasie.
Hey, respect Bolasie. We're not gonna do
no
this.
disrespect to Yannick Bolasie.
Not gonna do this. This was not happening. Respect Bolasie. There's no need. Let my boy enjoy his life.
Don't ask Pep that question. It's gonna be Cruyff all day. He worships that man.
Well, he came through
I
Barca.
get it, though. I get it.
Yeah. Apparently, he never dropped him. He played every game.
Cute.
So he got loyalty towards him.
We have got a right back question.
Ooh. That's for Cam's. Cam should answer that question.
By
the way, Jan, can you play striker because Statman dipped? Oh, rather, Statman wanted to dip.
I need to buy the game, but I refuse to pay like £60 for a game that I'm going to play once a week. So
yeah, we lost 8 in a row yesterday. We need help. We were getting treated like Norwich. It was bad.
Go fund.
We were worse. We were actually worse.
Wait, you have enough money to order pounds?
I don't have enough money.
But you don't. All right. Yeah, just want to hang out with us. That's fine. That's fine. Just say you don't like us. Like that's easier to digest than maybe, probably not. Like nah, stop doing this. Anyways, Reese is definitely fourth in this list. I would say Trent is first, Hakimi is second, and Cancelo would be third. But yes, Reese is fourth. But yeah, guys.
Yeah, I get that.
If you guys want to chime in here, go ahead.
I think it's got to be Hakimi, and then Cancelo, then Trent, then James.
Okay. Hakimi, Cancelo, Trent, and then all right, we have Trent haters on the panel, which is fine.
I don't hate Trent. I just think as a right back, you got to be able to do like basic defending, and I think he kind of fucks up that sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and cape for Trent. I don't support Liverpool. I don't care.
We're kind of agreeing. Very much.
Yeah, and you're not gonna shout for Cancelo.
Hey, my sweets cost like £6, guys.
Are we bullying Ian? What's going on here?
No, I said I've got enough money to buy sweets and caviar. I hate caviar. I don't eat anything that's like related
bougie.
to. Actually, let's not get into this again. But I'm not a fish, seafood kind of person.
Oh yeah, you live on an island, but you don't eat down the island. Yeah,
that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, but England is like no.
I actually technically live on an island because Denmark is like what, like a what's it called? Like a half island and 2 bigger islands.
Okay, I didn't even know that.
So technically, because we're surrounded by water in it, so it's an island.
Yeah.
And Cam, I agree with you. Cam's is 100% correct.
All right. I mean, I don't hate it.
I mean, this guy's the best right back ever, so you know his opinion is way more important than ours.
Facts. Facts. Let's see. Am I missing anything? I probably am. Aguero scored 4 goals against Tottenham. Is this true? Who did this?
I don't. I know Dzeko scored 4 goals against them. Did he score 4 goals too?
Did that happen?
Probably. It's Aguero.
I mean, it's Tottenham and it's Aguero. Like, it probably happened.
Oh, Aguero should have been at Chelsea.
I know Dzeko used to batter Spurs every time, and if we had Dzeko, they would never beat us.
Yeah.
We got
Dzeko moved to Inter, innit?
Yep.
Yeah, you get them players that have a team that they just love scoring against. So like we had like Dzeko and Tottenham, Yaya Toure and Newcastle. Like we never lost against Newcastle when Yaya was there. The minute Yaya left, we started drawing and losing and
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's like Martial against City.
Oh yeah, Martial always goes against City.
Yeah.
And Traore, Adama Traore, he is.
I want to interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to remind you all that Chelsea currently sit top of the Premier League.
It's fine. It's where the season finishes. That is cool.
I just want Ollie. Bro, I don't even care about anyone or anything else. I just want Ollie sacked.
Hey, also, I know a lot of us may not know this, but Brighton are currently sat 4th in the Premier League, and they've scored 8 goals in 8 matches. Brighton, they've scored 8 goals and they're 4th.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Don't let that distract you from the fact that Arsenal fans said that Graham Potter wasn't good enough for them.
Scoring too many goals, though. We had 2 5-0s, but apart from that, we've hardly really been scoring.
You scored as many as we have, so yeah, I guess not.
Yeah, we haven't scored too many. Considering 10 goals were in 2 games. You know what I mean? The other 6 games, we've only scored, 6?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, Jan, I do want to ask you, do you actually think that like a striker needs to be signed? Because I've seen many City fans say, well, we won the league without one, so we don't need one. And right now you're saying you're not scoring an extraordinary amount of goals. So is a striker absolutely necessary?
I feel like I did say at the start of the season, to win the league, I think we need a striker. But if anyone can win the league without a striker, it would be Pep. That's what I said at the beginning of the season. I do think, if you watched us against Burnley, it was just like this kind of final ball was not great. I know Mahrez didn't have his best game. Sterling is not in great form and stuff like that. De Bruyne is not at his best yet. So it's not an excuse, but they are the reasons why we weren't as good as we usually are. But I think there's games where we just need someone that can put the ball in the back of the net. If we get one chance, we score. Because it's like Chelsea the other day had 1 shot on target, 1 goal. Like when we had 1 shot against Southampton, we drew 0-0. So it's like we need that player that can just score that 1 chance. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah.
I don't know. I think if we got someone like a Haaland, I'm not going to say Haaland himself because I don't think we'll get him, but someone like that, someone clinical, and the thing is with what I like so much about Haaland as well is he's such a big guy and we're like a team full of midgets. So if we can get someone like that in the box, you're just threatening from corners, free kicks, when De Bruyne puts the ball in or Cancelo or whoever puts it in, because, most of our team are capable of good passing, then he can just put it in the back of the net. So I think we should buy one. I think we'd be a bit stupid not to buy one. But knowing City, I wouldn't hold my breath. So we'll just have to see.
Yeah. I get you.
You got a question from Jez. Is it mad that Bayern apparently have 50 goals in all comps? Yes. I think I speak for all of us when I say yes.
They won 5-0, don't they?
So they were up 5-0 after 39 minutes.
To be completely honest, I'm not too flabbergasted because I knew that Nagelsmann's a fucking gung-ho manager in it. He throws the kitchen sink at every team.
But 50 goals in October is obscene.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but the Bundesliga is kind of a farmers' league.
But 50 goals is a lot.
That is a lot.
That's a big number. What's up?
How's it 50? Oh, did they win a game 8 something? I swear they won a game.
Yeah. They won a cup game. They won a game 8-0. They've won 3-0, 5-0 in Champions League. 50 goals in all comps is a lot.
I don't know. I think like outside of like Dortmund and Bayern, and you could argue maybe Mönchengladbach, maybe Leverkusen, like the rest of the teams in that league are awful.
It's something I've noticed with Bundesliga. Like when you get to mid-table and down, the quality drops off a lot.
Yeah. Well, that's
Like-
why people say, like, with the leagues, like, because if you look at the Premier League this year, like, someone was saying in the top sort of 12, 13 teams, there's not an easy game. Like, there might be teams that are easier to beat than others, but they're not them games that you go in thinking, yeah, 3 points guaranteed. Do you know what I mean? You actually have to go and play well to beat all of them teams. Whereas,
Yeah.
like, say in the Bundesliga, whoever's in 10th or 11th, you probably could beat them with ease. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
especially like Bayern Munich. Maybe not, if you're playing them in a Champions League game or something like that. But
yeah.
yeah,
I
in
agree.
that league, it's kind of won before it kicks off. It used to be like that with Man United years ago. Like people would get beat before they'd even kicked off. It's
Yeah,
kind of
well,
like that with Bayern Munich.
Yeah, no, because I'm looking at the Premier League table right now. I would say because Palace are in 14th place, they occupy 14th currently. I would say the only real teams I look at and I think easy, like straightforward wins
Yeah.
are 15th and below. And
Yeah.
those are going to be even like Leeds on their day. I don't know. But like Southampton, Watford, and the teams in the bottom three, I
Yeah.
look at those as like, we should probably definitely be winning this. But
Yeah.
like, especially like, because Wolves currently are sat 10th. Wolves started the season with 3 losses, and they've won 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, because and the thing is, to be fair, that loss against Man United, like they actually,
Oh, they deserve to win that
It
one.
Yeah,
was completely scandalous.
We fucking
completely-
shithoused that game.
yeah,
It was completely scandalous. But now, like in the Prem, like you go down to 9th place, 10th place, and you're away to these teams, you just never know. I
yeah,
think it's more to do with just the financial muscle the Premier League has
yeah,
relative to other leagues and their ability to maintain respectable and like
Yeah.
functional talent and the increase in just the level of manager at these mid-table clubs. Whereas the Premier League, you had Pardew, Tony Pulis, Allardyce, and like Steve Bruce hanging out in mid-table for years,
yeah,
and kind of bringing in money fairly simply, just keeping teams between 12th and 16th. Now those sort of managers are being phased out of the game. They don't really exist at these clubs.
yeah,
If you want to go by just manager between 8th and 11th, well, let's do 7th. So let's do below Ole, right? We've got David Moyes, Rafa Benitez, Thomas Frank. You've got Bruno Lage at Wolves. You've got Brendan Rodgers and Dean Smith.
yeah,
Those are 5 mid-table managers in the Prem. And you
Yeah.
think the squads they have to work with and the resources they have available, it's natural that these games are becoming tougher.
yeah.
I have an opinion some people find controversial. I want to hear what you guys think about it.
What's up?
Well,
I genuinely think Ollie is the worst manager in the league.
Why
Just
is
looking
that?
at this, because
Oh, who was voted? Was it him or Arteta that was voted the worst? It might have been Arteta actually.
Why is that
Not because-
super controversial?
I don't know in it because of the fucking top Brits and that. But the way I look at it is like Steve Bruce managed to. People usually say Steve Bruce's words. He actually managed to keep his side up, and
Yeah.
he had no backing. Unlike Ollie, who had loads of backing at Cardiff and still got Cardiff relegated. And he's had, unlike Arteta's a fucking amateur in it. He's had like the same time, same number of years of coaching as Pep, and he's still this fucking awful. He's had
That is the thing. That's what people were saying, because people talk about like they compare managers and like not so much now because everyone's kind of opened their eyes to Ollie, but a few months ago or like last season, a lot of people were making out like Ollie is like some new manager, and it's like he's been around
not.
with Pep.
He's not. He's fucking awful. He's don't want to call him a veteran because that almost sounds like you'd give him some kind of respect. He's a bum, innit? Like he's a bum.
Yeah, he's got no. This is the thing. This is what I'm saying about Alonso. Like, he could probably get a better job, but the thing is, he needs to work his way up because even though Pep got Barcelona's job early, he only got that because of what he did with Barca B.
Yep.
So they need to kind of work their way up. And like, that's what I said with Lampard and Arteta. I think both of them, the job was too big for them at the time. So I think if Arteta starts with a different team, maybe in the Championship or something, I think he goes on to be a better manager if he then managed Arsenal. But he's just got no experience. So he's kind of learning on the job, which is not ideal.
Yeah, he needs to learn how to walk before he runs in it.
And before anyone wants to point at Norwich for Daniel Farke being a worse manager than Ole, or a club like Burnley, even though they're struggling, remember Farke has successfully engineered 2 promotion campaigns and championship winning campaigns, right?
Yep.
So be very careful, because we saw Ole go down to the championship. We saw what happened. Like, we have evidence, right? I don't think that's crazy. I think if you swap Farke and Norwich do just as bad, if not worse. Or Farke and Ole, they do just as bad. Like,
oh no, they'll probably go down straight away.
I mean, they're gonna go down anyways, but they would go down quicker, you know?
Yeah.
And by the way, Manrik Flora calling Ole a PE teacher. How dare you? That's an insult to every PE teacher in the world. How dare you? They'd do a better job than Ole.
And the thing is, Nahum, like, don't act like Ole was some big time Man United legend. Steve Bruce did more for Man United than Ole. I know he scored that goal, but he was a super sub.
Brother, who cares what he did as a player? Honestly.
None of that matters, guys.
None of it matters at all. I mean, look at Lampard. He was a million times the player Ole was, and he was not a good manager either.
Yeah.
We're being asked where we rank Salah in the world right now. I'll say top 3.
Ooh,
I feel like
top five.
You know how you say about like club legends and stuff. Like, imagine if like Ronaldinho was a manager and he was shit. That would be depressing.
Yeah.
Like,
this is the thing a lot of people get wrong. Ole's not a club legend. He's more like a club fucking like a cultural hero or whatever. Like, he's not a legend. A legend of Man United would be someone like who'd you go with, like a Rooney or like a Rio or them man there.
Yeah, people make out like he was like some big time, started every game for Man United.
People hand out the legend tag too easily.
Yep.
Yeah, he's that goal, yes, but at the same time,
cult hero. There was cult hero.
Yeah.
Like, it's very, I don't know. I just feel like we throw around the legend tag too easily in this game, and it's weird. Anyways, guys, Salah right now in the world, if you had to rank him, I would say top 3.
Yeah, probably top 5 for me, just because, you know, I'm too lazy to actually count out 4 other brethren that he's better than, so it's one of them ones.
Yeah, I'll say top 3, and I feel like
I think top 3 definitely.
I don't know.
To be honest.
Who's a better ball carrier, Foden or Mount? Definitely Foden.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've actually seen Foden like dribble people and use skills to get around them. No disrespect to Mason Mount, but he doesn't have that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sancho's better than both of them, but we move.
Guys, you can't cry about Yan going in on United when we're asked questions about United.
And people in the comments, so that's why. Plus, I'm a City fan. That's what we're supposed to do. Like, you're supposed to slander your neighbor.
You're saying Lampard should have stayed at Derby? Absolutely. He should have stayed at Derby.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he went too quick.
He rushed his own development curve by taking that Chelsea.
To be fair, I do feel sorry for him, because if someone offers you that job, you're not really going to turn it down. So it's not really his fault, but it was a bit too early.
I hear you. Like, I'm not saying he should. I'm not blaming him for what he did, but it would be better for his career if that never happened.
Yeah, maybe.
100%. Yep. But that's like one of them. Then it was one of them times where you need to put your arrogance aside and be like, "Yo, I'm not ready for this." That's why I rate Gerrard.
Yeah. No, I hear that.
I think he probably just thought it's kind of like fans on Twitter. Like everyone thinks they can manage their club, so he probably thought he could do it.
That's the thing.
But obviously, it's easier said than done, isn't it?
Yeah, but Twitter's tapped anyway.
I know, true. I feel like I could manage Man City though.
I mean, you can't, but you'd. That's a question, guys. Yeah, that's a question. Where do you think Jan-led Manchester City would finish in the Premier League?
Oh, we'd finish top 1 because they wouldn't be getting paid if they were losing. Fuck that. I'd be like, you lost? Okay. I spent your wages on a handbag. Do better.
I don't think that's how contracts work, but we move.
It's not legal, but it's cool.
I'm gonna say they sign contracts, you know.
Yeah, no one cares about the contracts.
All right, yeah, and you're just gonna passion ball your way to the title.
But just put a Gucci bag clause in it.
Exactly.
So
you give your wages to charity if you don't win.
Mohammed, this is a good question, but like this is very open-ended. What are you referring to, like in terms of the teams who are participating? Can you elaborate on this? Because I don't know what direction to take this in.
Yeah, I think
it means the teams.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, maybe it's the teams.
Because he's not asking about the ground and the fans and the atmosphere in it.
I feel like we need Bayern in it. They just score a bunch of goals.
Yep.
Bayern have to be there. Chelsea are automatically out of this. We're not the most exhilarating to watch.
Do you know what? The best game I've ever seen live, though, was City Monaco. That was the best, most entertaining game ever. Like, we've had entertaining games like...
Was that when Falcao chipped Caballero?
Oh, yeah. It was like 5-3 to City.
Yeah.
That was such a good game, that. It was end-to-end. It was entertaining. I came out of that game like, wow.
That was a season when Monaco was on smoke, wasn't it?
Yeah, Mbappe, Bernardo Silva, Fabinho, Falcao. That squad was amazing.
Monaco knocked them out on away goals after 6-6 on aggregate.
Yeah. Sane was the only one that away didn't play well. But I did say when we conceded 3 away goals, I was like, it's game over. You can't concede 3 away goals and expect to go through. That was mad.
I'd say in terms of if we're taking teams that are playing now and the squads not like historic teams, I'd probably say Liverpool PSG would be very entertaining.
I don't think PSG would be entertaining, bro.
You don't think so? Neymar, Mbappe, Messi against that Liverpool side.
I would rather see like City versus Bayern. Get a bit of
that would probably be entertaining. City are always entertaining usually.
I want to see Pep face his former employers, something like that.
His former employers.
I mean, it's true though.
It's not. It's just the way you said it, bro.
I mean, like, I just think that there's drama there. Obviously, Bayern are a crazy team. City or Manchester City, like, I would be thoroughly entertained.
To be fair, when we played Bayern, it has been quite entertaining. We either win like 3-1 or they win 3-1. It's weird.
There we go. What is our wildest unpopular football opinion? Oh my goodness, this is a good one.
I'll start.
Big up to you, my brother. Big up
I'll
to
start.
You.
Mine is one of the most unpopular opinions in the world. I think Mbappe is the most overrated player in the world.
Out of everybody?
Out of everybody, no exceptions.
You know what? Like, I do think like some people talk about him like he is like much better than he is, even though for me, I still really rate him. But I do think there are some people that take it too far, and then that way people then start. Because the thing is, when you start bigging up a player too much, people start disrespecting that player, you know, because you've said... So it's like, you know, when you talk about a player and they say like, oh my God, he's the best in the world, then you always get people disrespecting him. It's kind of like the other day on Twitter when they said, who's better? And they had like Salah and Ronaldinho. So obviously like everyone loves Ronaldinho. So then people...
Oh, I'm glad you bring that up, Jan, because...
Salah. Do you know what I mean?
people,
Because of
one
that.
of the reasons why I was so pissed off is because people were saying, well, Mbappe scored more goals for PSG than Ronaldinho, so clearly he was better. And at that point, I lost it because
No,
Ronaldinho's my
people,
goat.
yeah, people rely a little bit too much on stats nowadays. Because the thing is, if stats were a big thing back in the day, Iniesta would not be rated. Because he was
Facts.
not about stats. You know what I mean? There's so many players like that as well. They didn't have the stats. I don't think, like, most of the midfielders really in that sort of generation weren't stat people. Like, even David Silva, like, he was always the guy who made the pass before the assist.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
so yeah, so numbers wise, he wasn't all that, but he was, you know, one of the best, if not the best player since Colin Bell at City. So it's mad, it's mad. But I think that's what happens. People just like they take it too far. It's like I really rate Foden, but like you get people that just like try and disrespect him to like push their player up, and it's just like he's only young. Just wait to see what happens. Do you know what I mean? Like we know he looks good, and I'm sure he will be very good, and he'll continue to be very good. But we don't really know yet. You know what I mean? He is still quite young, so I'm not gonna put pressure on him, and then he crumbles. Do you know what I mean?
I hear that. I hear that.
What about you guys?
Yeah, and do you have any unpopular footballing opinions that you want to get off your chest?
Don't know.
Yeah, answer form is allowed.
Unpopular football. I'm just trying to think.
I can
Do you
go
know,
first.
Jansa,
I can go first to buy
we're
you.
getting a Jansa emote for Twitch. That's one of the ones I've suggested to Flawless.
I can go first to buy you some time.
Go on, you do that.
All right. I think a lot of people watch football not for the sake of learning about the game and genuinely enjoying it. I think a lot of people watch and follow football just to sort of try and like it's all like it's all a way to like feed ego and sort of it becomes very like tribal. I think well let me rephrase this. People are more into tribalism than they are into football, genuinely for the sake of it. I think so. Like a lot of times you can't even have debates or discussions about players without bringing into question the badge they play for and what's associated with that badge. Too many people are too tribal to be worth having actual discussions with. So that's the way. That's my unpopular footballing opinion. It's not even really about players themselves. It's just everything is tribalism before the game. At the end of the day, for a lot of people,
It's just kind of stupid, isn't it? Like,
it is.
just
It's
kinda
very
stupid.
stupid, self-defeating. Like they will,
Really
like
is.
people will find out what club you support or what player you like, immediately come after that player. The goalpost from the original discussion will be moved, and then you'll end up nowhere after just a back and forth exchange. So it's like, why even talk to these people?
Yeah, that annoys me too. And the one thing that annoys me really, like, and it happens a lot, is like you say, the goalposts get moved. So you'll be discussing a player that's like English against a player that's foreign, and they'll start like they'll say, oh, you know, I don't know, stats or something like that, because the English player has better stats than the foreign player. And then we'll talk about another player and they'll be like, well, what did they win for their country or whatever? And it's kind of like, yeah, but the English player never won anything. So it's kind of like, if you're not going to rate someone based off what they did internationally, then you can't rate any English player, because none of them have done anything remotely.
It's not consistent.
Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
I think things like that annoy me. Like if you're gonna, obviously, like if you love a player, you're always gonna be a bit more forgiving of certain things. Like just naturally, it's like if your kid does something, you don't really go as mad as if someone else does it. Like that's just the way it is. But it's like people just move the goalposts constantly, and it's just like sometimes, like if you're having an argument with someone, like I don't know, you just gotta keep consistent. I think people.
Yeah, you end up going around in circles, and it's just tiring. Big up to the 32 of you watching. I don't know why so many of you are tuned into this, but we appreciate you.
How many did you say?
Stream, 32. Like, stream, subscribe, all that stuff. Yeah, and you've got another question. It's a Foden question. Surprise.
Oh, what a surprise.
You know what? I do think he will, because Foden has been brilliant for a very, very long time. Like, he broke into the first team. He doesn't look out of place. Like, a lot of people talk about, you know, if you play for a team like City, of course you're going to look good.
Yeah.
But what they don't factor in is actually it's more difficult to stand out in a team like Man City where they have so many stars. And
Yeah.
he come in, and there was times last season where he was our best player. And even in the Champions League, you know, he was our best player for a few of them games. So, yeah, he's just something else. I think he's fearless as well. And that's what I always say. And one of our players said it the other day. I can't remember which player it was. But they said he's fearless. He doesn't care. Like, when he comes up against PSG, he just treats it the same way as he would if he was playing Wickham. Like, he just doesn't have that fear.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think he will reach his potential. I'd love to see. I love the fact that he loves City and he's just signed a 6-year deal, so he's staying, and he isn't going to go anywhere because he doesn't need to. So yeah, I'd love to see where he goes. But yeah, he's a very, very, very good player. And for someone like Pep, who has worked with Messi, to say he's the best player he's seen at that age since Messi, you know, and bear in mind he was working with Kimmich at Bayern Munich, so it's not like he's just been at one team and with like one young player. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, for Pep to say that, he's definitely up there. I'd just love to see how well he does, but I don't want him to put I don't want people to put so much pressure on him, because I know we had that you know, we've had players in the past where just, especially the English media, they just attack these players, man, and just like ruin their
Build
confidence.
them up to tear them down.
Yeah, it's just, I don't like it. I'd rather just let him do what he's doing and then talk about him when he does what he does. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
Ahmed, we've got a United Liverpool question. I'm going to let you take a stab at this first.
Z Gould says, how do you guys think the United versus Liverpool game will go? I want us to lose to get him sacked, but somehow I feel like we'll get something. We're not getting anything. Our cheeks our cheeks are getting clapped. That's what's going to happen. And the worst part of it is, even if we lose to Atalanta and then lose to Liverpool, I still don't think Oli is getting sacked after that. We need to go on a consistent losing run. And even then, we have to be lucky enough not to pick up, you know, a scrappy 1-0 and this, that, and the other, because that almost buys him time again. So the only way we're getting anything is if, no, I can't even say individual brilliance, because we saw that Greenwood goal, like, and Rashford with that fucking his pace and that. Even individual brilliance isn't bailing us out anymore. Liverpool are on form, and we are shit. So, you know, honestly, if we get something, then the club is a fraud. I don't care.
All right.
Oh, God.
I think Liverpool will win, but I pray United would win.
Oh, please.
Yeah, and who do you want to win, considering you hate
Oh, God, none of them. But that being said, I think Liverpool remaining unbeaten after playing City, United, and Chelsea probably is worse in the long run. So yeah, if anyone has to win, as much as I never, ever, ever want Man United to win, the better option for City in the long run would probably be Man United.
Thank you, Jan. You want United to win. That's really nice of you.
I don't, but like, you both can't lose.
Yeah, trust me, Jan. It's for the greater good. All they stays a little bit longer.
Then I'll pick that option. But I just think if Liverpool are unbeaten, the longer they're unbeaten for, the better they will be, because they'll be on a strong title charge. Do you know what I mean? I know this season's going to be very close. I don't think it's going to be like it has been in previous seasons where it's like, oh, they're 10 points clear. I can't see it. Yeah. I think everyone's going to stay. Like, if you look at the table now, Chelsea are 1 point above Liverpool and Liverpool are 1 point above City. Like, it's close already. So, yeah, I think long-term wise, a Man United win, if one of them has to win, would be better for City, just because we can't have this invincible crap. It even annoys me when City are unbeaten at this part of the stadium, at this part of the season, and people start talking about invincibles. It's just annoying.
Who cares about being invincible?
Oh no, and that
Hey, don't let the Arsenal fans hear you, all right? Good deal with them.
when you lose, it's like finally it's over, because I think there was a season where we were unbeaten up until we played Liverpool. I think and it was so annoying because people were just like, "Oh, we've stopped you from being invincible," and it's like we weren't going invincible anyway. Like it would be very hard to go completely invincible in this day and age. And don't get me wrong, people have got close. Like we saw Liverpool a few years ago, City a few years ago. Because I think after we lost that first game, we then went and lost another 2 or 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that is just, I don't know, it's too much pressure. So
yeah. I just realized Liverpool can't lose because they either win and get points, or they draw or lose, and Ollie stays in a job. They literally can't lose.
No, they can lose. We can't lose.
Yeah, it's for us, it's kind of like either Liverpool win, which is probably the worst case scenario, to be honest, or United.
It's not the worst case scenario.
Like,
it is.
Like, let's be real. Let's be completely real. If United got like a Klopp or a Pep or Tuchel level manager, all of a sudden we're actually like title contenders. But with Ollie, as long as this guy stays in the job, all the other top teams can basically just, not worry about United winning anything.
I think, because I predicted that Ronaldo would get Ollie sacked. Because I thought if you don't, so say you lose to Atalanta, that means that you possibly might not get out the group, even though I still think you will.
I don't think we will.
It looks a bit shady, innit? And Ronaldo is not going to, he's a brand. He is not going to want to play in the Europa League. So when that happens, he's going to get Ollie sacked, trust me, because he's not going to. He can't play. Yeah, he can't play in the Europa League for his brand, not for him as a player. He can, if you don't qualify, you don't qualify. But in his eyes, he's going to see it as, what the hell? I'm not playing in this.
Yeah, but he's just going to ask, even if that happens, he's just going to say, "Don't put me in the squad. I'm not playing in this competition." Like, legit. Listen. Ronaldo is probably more in charge of United than Ollie is.
That's what I think. I think he'll get him sacked.
I hope, bruv. Listen, if Ronaldo gets him sacked, that's the best possible signing we could ever have made.
Yeah. I just think, I don't know, I just think it's just, you'll have to see what happens, because the managers now, it's just mad because everyone's like, I want this manager, and it just seems to be a lot of floating managers, and teams just waiting for that, for that particular manager. So I don't know, Zidane, I don't know whether he wants the French job or whether he would come. Apparently
he's too young for the French job, in my opinion. He's still got club football yet.
Yes, gang, what's going on?
Yes,
this man showed up fashionably late.
Gang, man, I had some stuff to sort out.
Are you good though?
Yeah, I'm blessed, man. Can't complain, man. I'm good.
All right, guys. Paulus is here, so we can all stop asking me why he's not here. I don't know.
Big up for you three for holding it down, though.
Hey,
I appreciate it.
Nippin, I didn't miss your question. I just didn't want to cut Yan off. She was going in depth about who knows what. All right.
She was doing a Yan. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go on, Yan. Carry on, innit?
No, we're just talking about Ollie's 3-year extension that he got today.
I don't know what. Yeah, whatever, innit? I'm saying.
Anyways, we've got a question here. I would say we've got a full house, but that's a lie. 2 of your 4 usual Q&A hosts are not here. We are subbed in. No, we do not know where Ryan and Elena are.
Ryan's asleep. You know what I'm saying? And Eleanor is too as well, because we were supposed to go on earlier. So Eleanor would have been here. That's on me. Ryan wasn't coming on in the first place. We got uni tomorrow. That's why.
All right. Well, see, now you guys know, but I didn't know.
It's calm. People in Sarcasm City TV know what happens, man. These things happen. We're here, innit? We may be late, but we're here. And these 3 held it down. So that's why you lot have got a show. So yeah, no, go on, carry on, Peter. I don't mean to interrupt the flow of the show.
Well, let me There we go. So now Flawless is back in its usual place. What goal did your team concede that made you sit back and say, fair play, what a goal?
Most recent is probably Tielemans' goal. Like, I know it was Maguire's mistake, but the finish was immaculate.
Cisse against Chelsea. You all
For
Oh,
know.
me,
that goal was amazing.
yeah, that's ridiculous. For me, the people ask me this is Kaka against us in the Champions League when he made Inter and Ever run into each other. Yeah, that's what it.
I mean, like, I don't remember too many like of them moments where I've been like, oh wow. I know Townsend scored an absolute screamer for Crystal Palace against us once. It was like, wow.
Oh, I remember. Oh,
Yeah,
goodness.
even the fans, like, they were like, whoa, like, not clap it, but people were like, wow, what a goal.
It
So I
was,
remember
that
one.
was killing me.
To be fair, the Salah one the other day, like, I couldn't be mad at the defense, really. Like, we could have maybe done better, but that Salah goal the other day was brilliant.
Top notch.
Can't really fault. That's why, like, when I was on the Q&A after, and Ryan was like trying to get onto like City players, and I was just like, if you do that, you kind of take away from how good the goal was from Salah by saying, oh, this defender, you know, got spun, and this defender, because it's like if they do something different, Salah don't score that goal. So I think it's a little bit unfair to kind of take away how good that goal was by saying, oh yeah, it's just because City's defense was shit. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was a good goal. But there's been a few.
For me, Kaka definitely. Brazilian Ronaldo when he scored that hat trick and got clapped off at Old Trafford. That's one.
Yeah. The third one?
I think it was the third one where he beat Finky at his near post. I think he beat Barthez at his near post, maybe. I think it was that one. Yeah.
It was Dino as well, right?
Which Ronaldinho go? Which one?
It doesn't really matter. It's Ronaldinho.
Did he score against us? Nah, I don't remember him scoring against us. Did he score against us?
He scored against us in the Champions League.
He scored against Chelsea, but he didn't score. That goal is still one of the greatest goals I've ever seen. When he did the barber trying to push up the chair. That was ridiculous. Yeah, Dino's never scored against United.
Are you sure?
Yeah. When?
Let me check.
I might get him a cack.
Dino's my GOAT. You know what I'm saying? I would have remembered if he pitched up to Old Trafford. I don't even remember him playing at Old Trafford.
I do get my Brazilians confused sometimes.
Yeah, because when Scholes scored that goal in the semi-final, he wasn't playing. Maybe, he played against us with Milan, yes. But I'm thinking, when I think Ronaldinho, I just think him at Barca in it. Like, that's my goal in it. Like,
that one didn't
even though AC Milan, he was still good. And yeah, he did. I can't remember if he scored, but his tricks and all them type of things there was cold. But I don't, like, that's not my Ronaldinho. Like, I remember him, like, in his prime type of thing. Similar to how a boxer is, where you think about certain boxers, you think about them you don't think about Muhammad Ali when he was over the hill and older. You think about him in his prime. That's how he is with Ronaldinho.
Hey, Lewis.
Look at him, he's still hating. He's still salty, man. I can smell the tears from here, Lewis. He's still salty about that. You won the game. You should be all right. You don't won that game.
Yeah,
you won the game 4-2, but Lewis is still salty in that because he scored in that gold kit that looks like that belt. It's the same color.
Cam said every Hazard goal against Liverpool. Facts. Hazard made Anfield
played against Ronaldinho in a friendly when we were not very good and we won. I don't know how.
Wow.
It's mad.
All of you would say City have no history. They beat Ronaldinho in a friendly.
How we won that game, I don't know. You know, that's mad. I know it's friendly, but bloody hell.
Come outside.
And do you know what? Like,
Hazard making
someone that I wish played for my club, innit? You know, to just see him week in, week out.
Who's this?
Ronaldinho. I love him.
Oh yeah, because United almost signed him instead of Cristiano Ronaldo, but here we are. When he made the move for PSG. However, it didn't work out for us, so I can't really complain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't really like to see Ronaldinho just getting kicked in the Premier League. So, you know, maybe it's better going to Barcelona. Hazard making Coquelin spin, that was fire, that one.
Hey, that's a Premier League iconic moment.
Yeah.
I just want to say one real quick thing on Eden Hazard. None of this disrespect happened until he left. No one talked this crazy and this disrespectful when he was here. So I don't really care what you people have to say now.
They kind of did that one season where he wasn't as good.
Yeah, and then we won
That only
titles.
got like 5 goals.
And then he won titles either side of that season. Still went to Anfield and banged on Liverpool. And it's all good. But yeah, none of the disrespect started until he was gone, till the OG went, and then everybody started talking crazy. So it is what it is. So if you guys want to talk crazy now, have it. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean it's just meme culture, innit? He's a good meme.
The revisionism of the history is what kills me.
Yeah, people change history to fit their argument.
That's true. That's very, very true.
All good.
It's a bit like you pointed out the other day, Peter, the whole thing of it's been a 2-team era when in reality it's been more of a City era.
Yep. Well,
It's like me when I said Arsenal, you get me, haven't won the Premier League for like 22 years and it's facts 25. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's stuff like that from you see me.
Oh,
you just change it to see what it is.
You rounded up 17. You didn't do math correctly. That's what happened. It's not the same.
Nah, I knew it wasn't 25. It just 25 just sounded better than 17. That's what it is. And it's Arsenal. So respectfully, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? They are going 25 years without that league title, though.
That's probably true. Who were more elite and beautiful to watch like tiki-taka football? I feel like Arsenal being in this question is disgusting.
Yep.
Arsenal.
It's prime Barca, man.
It's prime Barca.
Yeah, prime Barcelona. Like, get out of here.
They were very, very good.
Arsenal
What kind of question is this?
Is outrageous.
Like that,
prime Barcelona, though. Come on.
Like they're iconic for it. Like that, they're known for that. Like they're the bar. Like as soon as a team comes up, like playing tiki-taka football, they automatically get compared to the bar, which is Barcelona.
I think it's pretty much because obviously with Barcelona under Pep, like when they were under Pep, like I just think it's kind of like obviously it's the same manager, so he plays a similar style with City, but he had better players at Barcelona. Like all of their players were like 10 out of 10. Do you know what I mean? And City, like, don't get me wrong, we have some great players, but you know, he's like won the league with like Delph at left back, and you know, like, yeah, he's done it a bit, or without a striker. Do you know what I mean? And like, I know they played Messi as a false 9 in it, but that's Messi.
Oh, false 9 Messi! Oh my!
They had the spot. They had the Spanish midfield that won everything possible.
Exactly.
The best right back of the generation in Dani Alves.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. Piqué and Puyol were one of the best center back partnerships like in the world at the time.
Yeah, they were brilliant in every position. Like
you had Messi, Pedro, and David Villa as well. Like
prime
everybody
Messi.
Likes to
go on. Like, I got a hot take on this, but go on.
Well, everybody likes to just really underrate how talented the players were. But you have to understand a good portion of those players were dominating Europe for Barca at the time, and they were dominating for the national team as well. And even the players like Villa or Dani Alves, who got brought into that Barcelona team, and they're not like La Masia kids, they succeeded elsewhere. So you can't make it like the argument like that people like to raise where like Pep is a fraud and he can only do it at Barca. A bunch of those players that he took and he coached there won everywhere, not just with him. But what were you going to say?
Cold. No, I was just going to say about the Barca team. I prefer the original one and the Rijkaard. I think that's the best Barca side I've ever seen. Legit.
I don't think that that's crazy, though. I don't think that's crazy.
You don't think so? I think that's hella unpopular because I don't think that gets ratings. I'm surprised by your reaction. Not that I expect that from you, but just in general, like the one with Yaya Toure. I think the Yaya Toure, Iniesta, Xavi midfield was better than the Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta midfield.
They had PMP and quality.
Yeah, and then they had Puyol. Was it Marquez? I think it was Marquez. I can't remember who the two.
Marquez. They had Abidal at left back.
Abidal was a very good left back. Who was the right back? Was it Belay?
It was Dani Alves.
Dani Alves. And that front three, I think, is probably the most slept on front three of Eto'o, Ronaldinho, Messi. I think it's severely, like, it doesn't get mentioned. Like, in terms of top front threes, I think it's that good. And probably people will always talk about MSN.
They didn't play for a long time together. That's why.
Yeah. I can't lie, Flawless. You had me at Ronaldinho.
Yeah, like that front three, like, to me, is just people will go with MSN. I'm taking that.
They were still, most of them were still there when Pep came in there, to be fair.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that team though, because Pep didn't get prime Ronaldinho. He rebuilt the side.
Yeah,
Didn't
he got the end of Ronaldinho.
he? Yeah, he rebuilt the side, and that's a shame, man. That's one player, man. I wish.
I
his
know,
peak had
imagine
lasted.
if he had him in his prime. Bloody hell. Pep together.
Yeah, it would have been great.
Nah, because I used to have like when they won the I think it was when they won the treble. I don't think it was the sextuple. It was like I had like I used to have a T-shirt when I was like, well, I wasn't really a kid, but when I was younger, and it had like all the squad on it, and it's just like when you read them names, it's just mad. It's like a list of the best players in the world, not like one team. It's actually mad who they had. They had Henry at that time as well.
Flawless, you've got a fan.
Yo, big up to my guy London is Blue, man. That's my guy right there. He says, hey, how's it going, Flawless? Love from Chicago. Yeah, man, I like how you just say big up all the time. So salute to you, man. And that's everyone watching all around the world. You know what I'm saying? Like Sarcasm City TV really is international. So big up to you, lot, man. We got people watch from all over the globe.
You got another question.
Flawless, is this the worst Barcelona side you've ever seen? Probably. Because I'm trying to think before like Rijkaard came in, they still had ballers. They still had
36
players.
when my card came in, so you should have a good.
Hey, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?
She just is, well, isn't it? Because she's trying to, you know what? It's because she's hurting inside. She's trying to hurt me in it. You know they say hurt people. That's
Hey,
all it
hurt
is,
people, hurt people.
Yan just wants attention, and Yan, we love you in it. Yeah, me like we're here. Me and Peter, we're here to help. We're here to help. It's okay, man.
You said we love her. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just trying to be nice, Peter, but since that we don't, we kind of like
nice.
Okay.
The woman who just called you old, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is. You know why? Because I'd be the bigger person. That's what it is.
I've been toxic all week. I got to keep it going.
It's okay, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? It's all right, man.
I mean, I don't mind, yeah.
She's just mad because she can't put the European Cups on the table, but it's okay, man. It's all right, man.
Facts. You can put a runners-up medal on the table, though. That's true. Let's go.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
I lasted an hour, 21 minutes.
I'll put his on the table, and I'll put mine next to his, in it.
Tell who?
Eden Hazard.
Oh.
What, runners-up medal? Or I don't
even have a runners-up medal. I don't think he even has one of them.
No, we didn't make the final. But no, I mean, that's fine. Look at you disrespecting Hazard because he's gone.
No, to be fair, Paul Pogba's got 2 silver medals. You can put them on the table.
He's also got a World Cup.
He only has one. He only has one. I swear.
Yeah, he got World Cup winners medal.
That's what we're talking about.
Hey, well, we that's what we're talking about now, woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also got Baskettetos.
What are we even arguing about now? Hold on.
Then this just turned into a free for all because of Yan.
See Yan the goalpost like 4 times in 5 seconds after I talked about not doing that.
You see Yan's toxicity. That's where that stemmed from. We're taking unnecessary shots.
I'm not taking shots. You tried to come. I came for the people in the same position as me.
No. Why did I come for you though? Why did I come for you?
I don't know. Why did you come for me?
Yeah, because of what you used to. Because you lied on my age. That's why you lied on my numbers. Yeah. No, see that? She got nothing to say. That's when they mimic you.
Hey,
with that.
you
They
know
got
what,
nothing
guys?
to say.
When you're arguing and girls just start mocking your voice, that's how you know you've beaten them.
100%.
Ever beat me.
I just did. I just washed you there and then. Look at his denial as well. That's one thing that's strong in him.
Hey,
Denial, man.
You don't accept defeat either. Yeah,
denial is not just a river in Egypt, people. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. That was clever. I like that.
It's not funny at all. Oh my god.
Hey, look at being the fun police now.
Yeah, serious, isn't it? Yeah, we the fun police.
Look at her.
This all stemmed from you, yeah. This is your fault.
How did I
try to get your jokes off?
Your bullshit.
How is it? What do you mean? You was you? What was that? Say that again. What did you say?
Whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Don't say nothing. That's what I thought. But yes. Looky what?
Yeah.
We say? Yeah, that's what I thought. Say nothing. Flawless, this is the worst person.
Yeah, and I have a question for you. It's got nothing to do with this Q&A.
Yeah.
What'd you do with the rest of the candy you didn't eat?
Oh, it's just next.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, even Barcelona sides in the past before they had all their success, they had some ballers. Like they had your Patrick Kluiverts. They still had. Who else did they have during that period? Go on, Peter. You're a proper footballing nostalgia guy. Who else did they have during that period? I'm trying to remember.
Oh, it's like what? I was thinking what Clivert's son is name and where.
Yeah,
where
so
he's
they had like Clivert, who's the world-class striker. Let me check out Barcelona's teams.
Pep
Like, they had
This
this.
is in mud right now.
Yeah, they still had, but yeah, they had Pep Guardiola. Like they still had players there in it, even if they weren't the best.
Hey, Pep was trash until
under
lost
Cruyff, isn't it? Because Pep was talking about, but they won the Champions League. Pep won the Champions League
Yes,
in
no,
9.
they had here we go. Yeah, they had ballers. Like
Wait,
they
so
still had
Pep-
they had Frank de Boer, Rivaldo was there, Philip Cocu. Like there's still players who were there, type of thing.
Wait, Philip Kaku, who managed Derby, used to play for Barca.
Yeah, did you not know that from? Yeah, he
Actually,
could play.
why'd you ever end up at Derby, fam?
Maybe he loves managing.
That's
He loves
cute, I
managing.
guess.
Yeah, they had
It's
overmatch. Jeez,
mad
I didn't know.
that
Where.
managers
Go on.
and who used to play together, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like
these man-
Maldini used to play for Leicester. Like that's so random. Like if you didn't know that, do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
it's hella random. Like, I forgot these men had Mendiel. I didn't know Raquelme played for Barcelona. It was mad. Sorry, I just looked out the 2002 to 2003 squad. Yeah, Mark Overmars was there. Javier Saviola, he was a baller as well. Good striker. We said Enrique. So yeah, who now is managers as well. Like yeah, they had players.
Yeah, a lot of their players are managers.
Like before. So that my point is, Barcelona had players even before they were successful, like in Europe. Before they just went on a Mazda in Europe and had bare Champions League in a short space of time. So yeah, this is the worst side. When you got Depay up front, it's peak. Let's keep it real.
Why are you coming for Depay? Depay's been playing well this season.
No. I'm not coming for. You know what it is? It's because because me and Tox have been having conversations about this guy for years, and Tox has been telling me he's world class, and I'm like, he's not.
All right, well, keep
Who,
your
Memphis?
keep your Depay agenda to run with Talks.
No, it's not an agenda. He's just not world class, and I think people overrate him. I think he's a good player.
Depay
Yeah, he's
being
good.
up
He's
front
not
is not the
world-class.
reason they're shit.
No. I'm saying he's president for that. He's one of their worst strikers in the past 10 years.
Nah, bro.
Who's worse than him that they've had?
Actually, let me think.
Martin Braithwaite.
He left in 2013.
Even going back to the men players I mentioned, like he's not better than Saviola.
All right, so they've had like two, bro. They had Villa and Suarez.
Oh, all right. So just 9. No, I'm saying, but 9s though. Eto, let's not forget him. Eto played as a 9.
More than 10 years ago.
All right, let's go. So even in the past 10 years, you know what I'm saying? It was all right, let's go 20. We can go 20 years. How far back do you want to go? We can go back 20 years, fam. We can go back 20 years. He's not better than Saviola. He's not.
I mean,
He's not better than Clivert. He's not better than Rivaldo. You know what I'm saying?
Fam,
Look at Emma struggling over there. We have Luke de Jong and Braithwaite. You man are struggling, man.
Facts.
You man are
Facts.
struggling.
He's better than Braithwaite. We're better than somebody. Let's go.
Wait,
don't slander the Danish R9.
Wait, don't they? Yeah, they both just.
Hey, look at Flowers trying to slander black men. This is crazy.
I've been hanging around Jan too much. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Bad influence.
Don't deflect.
Don't deflect.
Wait, Jan telling people not to deflect?
Yeah, it's mad. Talk about the pot calling the kettle black. Yeah.
Spider-Man meme.
That's mad.
Oh,
fucking hell, Pio.
Toxic top row on this panel, man.
okay.
Hey, look at you trying to blame the top row for being toxic, as if you weren't
I
sitting
thought
here.
you were toxic.
You know what, Jan? Fair enough. You got that.
They were actually no, but on Barca they were worse last season in terms of their squad.
Oh yeah, they've at least got Aguero now, even
And
though
How come Aguero's not been playing? Has Aguero been playing?
he
been
played
injured.
today, but he was injured before that.
Probably injured the next 2 months.
So what's their front three?
That was the most shameless thing I've ever heard in my
I
life.
didn't watch the game. I know
Why
he's
is he busting up over there? Yo, why are you busting up over there?
You said, "Oh yeah, they've at least got Aguero now," as if that makes the difference.
Of course, man. They got Aguero, man.
He
Aguero.
played his first game
he's
today.
playing 10 to game for them tops.
12
10
loves
games top.
Aguero. He just can't he can't air his proper opinion because he's a United fan.
Nah, I can't now. He's left. I've said it already. He's one of the most underrated and disrespected strikers of his era. Easy.
He isn't
Like he's better than Harry Kane.
Yes,
And it's not even a
Oh my
debate.
god, yes.
I have a
Yeah,
question
that's
about
not
Aguero.
said
debate
it.
whatsoever.
He's
I have a
not better
question
than
about
he's...
Aguero.
Go on.
To what extent would he have been more embraced in England if he just learned to speak the language and like associated with people?
Maybe,
You know
but you know
what?
what? What else would have happened is if he was at United or Liverpool, different conversation as well.
Yeah. He would.
That adds into it. Even Chelsea. I throw Chelsea in that mix because you lot have been successful for a sustained period of time where
We
your
bought
players are
Fernando
now looked
Torres
at like
instead
that.
of Aguero.
Say again?
Oh no,
We bought Fernando Torres.
Oh no, Aguero
Yeah,
was linked to everyone.
That's
and
peak.
then went to City. Great.
But that's
On
what
a-
it is.
on a
If
real note-
Aguero's at United, he goes down as one of the all-time Premier
Oh
League.
yeah,
goals.
people are bringing up his stats. Oh, he's got
Yeah.
better goals to game ratio than anyone else ever in
Yeah.
Premier League history.
And his record against the Big Six was crazy. His record home and away against the Big Six was nuts.
Yeah, it's like double everyone else, if not more.
Yeah. But because he played for City, in the words of Stephen A. Smith, we don't care.
Yeah.
I'm here
Just a
That's
side
it?
comment. Just a side comment on the
Go on,
language thing.
Ahmed.
If you're one of them brothers that have a problem with people having a hard time learning another language and you only know one language yourself, honestly, go fuck yourself, man. What kind of attitude is that?
That was a bit bad, Peter.
What happened?
See,
What?
look, she tried to just cause you weren't going
asked
at
the
Peter. You're just saying in general. Yeah, you asked the question.
I asked the
Yeah,
question. I
You
that's
didn't
the
know
say-
what?
I
You know
didn't say
what?
I would
You
be
see
fucking
that? Did you
with
see
you.
that? She
Yeah,
tried to
wait,
throw a
what
grenade,
now?
you know. She
Pause,
tried to throw a
pause,
grenade
pause,
at you, lot.
pause,
What?
pause. What?
What?
Yeah, and try to string me up as one of them. Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That was
That's supposed to be your peoples.
Nah,
and
nah, nah,
the
nah,
alliance.
Oh,
relax.
shut up. Stop shit staring, man.
This is supposed to be the
But
alliance. man.
there's only an alliance between Yan and I when there's a bigger threat in the panel. It's purely out of convenience. We know it is.
It's a marriage. It's
For
a
any of
marriage
you
of
who don't know what
convenience.
we're talking about. For any of you who have no idea what we're talking about,
Nah, to be fair, me and Peter get on now, innit?
facts. We got Ferran Torres into a Premier League 11.
Exactly.
Oh my lord!
How did you manage to do that?
Timo on Malibu. That's what happened. Too much
Yeah.
Malibu. Malibu and vibes in the bottom right hand corner. Got Timo was on. So for those that don't know, it was myself, Jan, Peter, Timo, Winter Surfer, and someone asked the question: out of the top four, United, City, do a combined 11 of United, City, Liverpool, Chelsea, which is basically the best in the Premier League. So we
And
get
we
to the
both
striker. I say Ronaldo. Winter Surfer says Ronaldo. These two
Ferran
pricks on the top right and the bottom left and go Ferran Torres. So I go to Timo. Yo, Timo, don't mess this up. Ferran Torres or Ronaldo. Timo sips some more Malibu, puts it down, looks at me and goes, Ferran Torres, you know, and it just carries on being a gal.
Let's go. Keep in mind, Ahmed, this man's on his phone, right? I could tell he's getting faded. It's like the alcohol is whooping his ass, right? Like I could tell because this man just like intensely like typing away, like both hands on the phone kind of thing. He looks up, he's like, I think it's Ferran Torres, you know, and Wallace's face was just like
Right.
I was already a mess from before when you told Winter Surfer and Timo about that Poch could potentially be Chelsea's manager down the line.
Oh,
I've never
yeah.
seen Winter Surfer just lose his head like that.
I-
He was just
Surfer
disgusted
lost
the entire street.
Surfer completely lost it.
Yeah, it was pretty much because the first two votes for the question were Ronaldo, and I said, Yan, what are we doing so Ronaldo doesn't win? She said, I think she said Ferran Torres like tongue in cheek, and I was like, it felt dirty to me, but I was like, I have to fight this, you know. Because
Yeah,
I was gonna say Lukaku and just be full tribal for a second, but then we would have both lost. And I was like, oh, that's not good. So I was like, all right, Ferran Torres. And then we flipped it to Timo. He wasn't paying attention. He said Ferran Torres. And
Yeah. Malibu Timo. That's what I'm gonna call him.
the
from now
entire
on.
chat was just like, what? And then
Yeah.
I find out Ferran Torres breaks his foot like 6 hours later.
I know, snapped his metatarsal.
That's Malibu Timo for you, innit? That's why that happened. That's why I blame it on the Malibu. Like, he was just Malibu'd up. He was just literally DMs and vibes on that entire stream. That's what he was on. Legit, sending DMs to Gyal and a vibes thing because he was sipping his Malibu. Like he came on waved. And then what was funny when Peter had told him about Pochettino, man sparked up a cigarette. He was
This guy was real life stress. Like he had to go outside and stink or something.
he was stressed, yo.
And I was like, bro, why do you think Pochettino and Tuchel's initial contracts were the same exact length? Why do you think they both got handed 3-year extensions this summer?
Is that what Tuchel got? Was it 3 years?
Yes.
I didn't know. And Poch got what? 3 years at PSG?
Yes, it runs out the same day.
Okay. I didn't pay attention to this.
No, like people like to
All
forget.
that for Ollie to join you, because Ollie might be out of a job.
Listen, yeah.
Why are you being toxic down there? What's going on?
How's it toxic?
Look, she don't even know when she's being toxic.
It's worse than we thought.
You know what? I wasn't toxic till I met you two toxic guys, and you
You
rubbed
lies. Lies. You was when we met, you were slandering black men on Twitter. That's how we met. Let's not lie about
Is
that.
that
She was
true?
slandering black men. Yeah, of course.
Oh
Because
my
me and Yan have
Lord,
bare
yeah.
mutual friends in it. So me and Yan know a lot of the same people. And when we actually initially met on Twitter, this was like 7-8 years ago. She was slandering someone on Twitter.
No,
A
I
black
was
man.
writing to him in jail.
She was
That's how
slandering him. She was slandering man.
That's messed up,
That's
man.
what
How
it
can you
is.
do us like that? We're out here fighting battles every day in the streets.
Yep.
Oh, I feel
Yeah,
so
We don't need to be dragged into the mud by our own peoples.
Yeah, what is this? What happened to solidarity?
Yeah. What happened to standing with us?
I was standing with Peter in our Ferran Torres fan
No,
club.
I was standing with you.
Yeah.
That's how
She tried to
Yeah.
make out she was doing you the favor.
No. I stood with you.
Oh,
You
that's
said it
funny,
first.
man.
She tried to make out she was doing you the favor.
Yeah, you said I would have thrown Ferran Torres out there if I didn't have to.
Hello.
That was break glass in case of emergency. Just all right, Ferran Torres. Did I
Daniel says
believe
it
that?
here.
No, I didn't
Of
believe
course
that.
not. But hey, it's funny. It was all for content. Even I laughed. You know what
Hey,
I'm saying?
so
'Cause it
all
was-
of you that are getting on me for that, I explained my logic. I had to do it.
I respect it. That's why I was even mad. You know what I'm saying? I laughed. I legit laughed.
I'm not losing this one. Nope.
I laughed, Joe. I told Timo, man, I gave him a heads up and everything. Timo, don't mess this up. You know what I'm saying? From when he took the swig of the Malibu, when I said that, I knew he was downhill. In my
Had a whole bottle of Malibu.
the man took a swig. When
Yeah, could have said Werner, and he didn't say Werner.
Nah, because we asked him specifically Torres, or I asked him
Yeah,
specifically
we only gave him
Torres
two
or
options.
Ronaldo. Because he weren't paying attention. He was on a DM and vibes thing.
I mean, he wouldn't be the first Timo to miss a sitter, innit?
Yeah, that's true. Hey, but
Hey, watch your mouth.
I love that.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah, you're right, Daniel. He says Peter is right though. Flawless. I wasn't there, busy at work. Poch will be Chelsea manager. Yeah, man. It was just funny. Not that Poch will be Chelsea's manager, just the way Peter told Winter Surfer and Timo and the way they responded is what made it so hilarious. Because it went on for about an
I
hour.
had a similar response.
Yeah, or did she go into meltdown?
She was like, "Don't tell me that. Why are you telling me that?" I'm like, "I thought you knew."
Yeah, but she loves Poch though. Like that's her guy.
I know. So she's
Don't
gonna
do that.
She's gonna be very emotionally twisted when he's managing Chelsea and we're lifting trophies.
Yeah, of course she is. It's like someone telling you your favorite rapper doesn't pen his own bars.
I mean, I
That would
guess
hurt.
I thought we all knew about this.
No, we didn't. You know what I'm saying? You let the cat out of the bag.
I
You
was
put
like,
the cat
"Oh,
amongst the
all right.
pigeons.
Excuse me for relaying 3-year-old information, guys. Shit.
It's you and your own information, whether it's Poch to Chelsea or Thai hookers. You know what I'm saying? It's great information. You
All
know
right.
me?
To be clear, I
Yeah.
was correct, and you guys tried to string me up and leave me out to dry.
Yeah, the
That
chat
was
tried. The
so
chat tried to drive.
shameless.
Yes, the chat tried it. The
You
chat
guys
did try
really
it.
tried it. Like I was on some demon time ish. Not
See?
what happened.
So Daniel, this the thing is, M's one of my favorite rappers. If I found out he didn't write all his rhymes, I'd feel away. It wouldn't stop me listening to him, but I'd still feel away about him. That's what Peter did with Poch. Imagine I found out Nate Dogg didn't write his hooks. Be like R.I.P. to Nate Dogg. I'd be like, rah. I'm saying, like, it's not gonna stop me from listening, but you still just feel a type of way. That's all. See, once got a question of Jan. What do you think of Declan Rice to Manchester City?
Obviously Declan Rice he's actually had a really good season so far.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We have a lot of English players. That worries me a bit. We're gonna end up like Spurs, being
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say about the English players?
bottling everything, and like, don't get me wrong, the English players that we've got are great players.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, like.
Basically, she's calling Foden a fraud there, people. But we move. Reading between the lines, we're going.
Foden don't even play like he's English anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind like homegrown and youth players and stuff, but like the problem with English players is English tax, so they cost a lot more than other options. But Rice is prem proven, so he wouldn't be the worst signing, to be fair. So I don't know. I'm not against it, but I don't really watch West Ham week in, week out, so can't really claim to have watched him all. But I know he's having a good season this year. How old is he's not that old, is he? Declan Rice?
22, I think.
Yeah, so he's a decent age as well. So I'm not against it. He'll just cost way more than he would if he was Spanish.
You lot can afford it. You take him, man. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a good move for you lot. I'd love to see him go to City.
You know what's going to happen, right? We're going to go in for Declan Rice, put a £60 million bid in, and you're going to come with 100 million and buy him. That's what happens.
That is what happened in it. But that's only under this manager who will be gone soon, so I'm good.
Nope, always at the wheel.
Always at the wheel.
He's at the wheel of the friggin' the bus that is driving off the cliff. That's what's going on.
Off the cliff to Norway. Off
that cliff. That's what I don't know where to the valley of the shadow of death. That's where he's driving to. Pardon me. It's a wrap. Told you, man, he's not making it to December.
Yeah.
What's with Rice to City? I swear under people rate Rodri.
Yeah, no, I think they're saying a replacement for Fernandinho. I don't think we can rely on solely Rodri just in case he gets in. If he gets injured, we've got no DM. Like, to be fair, we've got Lavia. Yeah. But at the moment, like, the thing is with our youth players at the moment is like everyone talks about getting the youth in and like playing them all the time. But it's like we had a player, Cole Palmer, who played against Burnley. Okay, he only came on at the end, but he came on against Burnley. Then he went to the academy game and scored a hat-trick like an hour later or whatever. So it's like, yes, it's great for Pep to put these young players in, but we've had games before where we played the young players and then their actual team that they play with week in, week out have got beat. It's like, it's not really fair. Because at the end of the season, if we win the league, they're not going to get a medal. But their own team could lose out on a medal because they were playing for the first team. So, yeah, it's a bit... We can't rely on Lavia either yet until, you know, he kind of moves up to the first team properly. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. But I think we can't just rely on just Rodri, because it's a bit risky. We don't want to end up like Liverpool, where one injury and we're pretty like...
Shots fired. Let's go. Love that.
It's not shots fired. Everyone knows they don't have a big, like, strong depth.
Yeah, because they have a squad. It's just that the squad is not good. So the squad's trash.
Very, very, very good. But if they get a few injuries, maybe not just one, but if they get a few injuries, then... And it depends who gets injured as well. I mean, because you could have an injury to Keita because he's always injured. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. But if you get an injury to Van Dijk, it makes more of a difference.
Yeah, facts are of if Matip gets injured, it's like, yeah, it's not no issue or anything like that. It's calm. I fully hear what you're saying.
Personally, like I'd take Rice at United for like 30 or 40, but anything above that, I'm good in it. We got Rice at home.
Let's go. Facts. Question, Peter, are you worried about Lukaku's form? He's gone 6 games without scoring. He's looking like a B-Tech Danny Welbeck right now. Hey, put some respect on Welbeck's name, Z. What are you saying?
No, because every time he goes away for Belgium, he scores goals and he looks fine. So, as I've said many times, it is a chance creation thing. That is the issue in the team. It is not the actual person we have up top. You don't score almost 300 goals in a decade and all of a sudden die on form. That doesn't happen. So I understand, like, you guys want to run your Lukaku agendas and, like, frame it as it's all his fault that Chelsea don't score goals. That's fine. We can ignore the fact that he scored, like, 3 match winners for us in, like, a 4-match period. That's cool. We can do all that. But no, I'm not worried. It would be foolish for me to look at the most accomplished player in our front line and be worried about him out of everything. I'm worried about those who are supposed to be supplying him.
Yeah, you said that as well. Go on, Amit.
And I said this to you on a preview. I've been saying this.
Actually, I do want to ask you, Peter, because now it sounds to me like there's an issue with the personnel around Lukaku. So, like, who'd you sign to solve that issue?
It's not even a question of... I mean, if it was up to me, I would sell all of our wingbacks and all of our creators and bring in new ones. But provided we have to play in this structure and system until the summer, I think the only reason Chelsea went with a 3-man midfield on Saturday against Brentford is to match them up like system for system. But no, like normally you're gonna have 2 people that are supposed to create behind Lukaku and just play with a pivot. Conte's just come back. Jorginho needed a rest after playing a bunch of football like recently, right? So we're going to pair them together. That's our best pivot we can make. I'm of the belief that Werner needs to play with Lukaku for now. And whether it's a Mount or someone like Hudson-Odoi, there needs to be somebody to help create chances for them. Is that a perfect fit for our team? No, but that's what we can do best with what we have. So, yeah, that's really just what I would do.
I hear that.
Yeah, no, I fully get what you're saying. You lot continue to get your questions in. I don't think it's anything to worry about. Lewis is here talking about L9.
L9, no R9.
I'm saying. Still talking about
Talking
L9.
one R9 and he ain't built Belgium.
See what the Manchester United fan said on the United stand about Lukaku. Which fan? Who said that?
I don't watch the United stand, man. They can
Neither
say
do I.
like,
who said? What was the opinion on it? Like I said, I've said Lukaku fits what Chelsea need. I've said that before. Does he have his deficiencies in his game? Absolutely. But Chelsea just needed a 9. They needed a goal scorer, not someone to necessarily score in the big games or score against the top 6, because that's not really Lukaku. But they just needed someone to score. Now they have that, and again, that's why I think they win the league. Now, as if he was going to Chelsea, going to City, that's a different conversation. And I've said this before. Chelsea needs someone to take them over the top in the Premier League. Lukaku is that guy for them. City are looking at the Champions League. I don't believe Lukaku is the guy for them. That's a whole different, and that's not a shot. Like, I think both clubs have different, not expectations, but different, what's the word I'm looking for?
It sounds weird, but we can win the Champions League without having to build around a Lukaku.
Yeah.
For the simple fact that we've already done it.
Yes.
Like, but when it comes to actually sustaining a league challenge, you need goals and you need a focal point. Like, you need someone to mass produce for your team. Unless you're like Manchester City, who creates so many chances, eventually people will kick it in the net.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Now we've got the guy to score the goals. We need to get him chances. Lukaku gets a half chance a game now. It's not good. That's the issue. It would be one thing if he was just missing all of his chances all the time. But it's not even like he gets a lot to miss.
It's not like he's missing 4, 5, 6 big chances a game where you're like, Lukaku was awful today.
It's not how it was when Morata was going through his dry spell. It's not the same.
Big old man like Timo Morata. You know what I'm saying?
Timo Morata, rotted.
Hey, more trophies than your star boy, but it's cool.
Who's this?
Greenwood? I'm being shameless. I don't care.
I didn't know. When you said Starboy, I didn't know who you was talking about specifically. That's why I had to ask.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I did have to ask her that. Question, who would win out of Wilder and AJ? Wilder. Wilder beats him. Wilder beats him. And people don't like it because they love Anthony Joshua, which I get. He's the poster boy. I say this all the time when it comes to Anthony Joshua. Good boxer, has deficiencies, but people want to overlook that because he's the poster boy. He's the golden child. He's arguably outside of Canelo. He's one of the biggest draws in boxing as well. It's between him and Canelo, but he's top 2. And he may be number 2. He's definitely number 1 in this. And that's what it's like over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll always go with the poster boy, but like that don't skills.
Harry Kane of boxing.
Your skills don't pay the bills. No. Because Harry Kane is actually the best striker in the what's it called? He's actually the best striker in the league. Like on form. Whereas Anthony Joshua might not even be top. Anthony Joshua might not be top 4 heavyweights. Legit. He might not be top 4 He might not be top 4 in the heavyweight division. I had him 3 before the Usyk fight.
I like him, but he's not as
and that's what it is.
I think.
Once Wilder catches him, his lights out. But I still want to see it. I still want to see it. 100%. But I'm a big fan of both of them. Like, people be like, oh, you hate on Joshua. Like, no, I'm a fan. He's just not that. He's just not as good as people make out.
Yeah.
If he's a striker, he's like, trying to think, how can I liken him to a striker who's like a good striker, but like he's not the creme de la creme. Like, trying to think, I don't want to be disrespectful to it. Like a Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Good striker, but that's it. He's never going to get compared to Kane or Vardy because he's not at that level, but he's still a very good striker. I didn't want to use Dominic Calvert-Lewin because I'm a big fan, but yeah.
I mean,
That's
it's
what I'd
fair.
say.
It's fair comparison, to be fair.
I could probably think of a more accurate one. One Danzel says, if you could save any player past or present from a disaster transfer, which player and what team would you transfer him to?
Good question, man.
This is a great question.
There's been a few of them.
If you could save any player past or
No,
present
if I could change a player from ever joining a club and swap it, even though it wasn't a disaster, then I would say Van Persie to City instead of United, because that league was won by who got Van Persie.
Yep.
The City league.
Robin Van Persie. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Oh, Robin Van Persie.
But yeah, but then if you're talking about disaster, I don't think United should have bought Alexis Sanchez.
I was going to say Sanchez was the one that stood out to me.
Oh,
Sanchez.
yeah, I agree with Black Diamond. Yeah,
Sanchez. Yeah, and Oli becoming permanent manager for Oli. I mean, Oli becoming permanent manager for United. That goes there, innit? If I could block one, that's it. I'd block that.
Interception, fam.
Mm-hmm.
Are you mad?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking slide tackle that. I'm trying to. Fucking hell.
Jesus. Oh my God.
Yeah. That's what I'd say on that. Peter, what are you saying?
Trying to think. We've had a lot of disasters.
Still don't know why we bought Roque Santa Cruz. I'll never know to this day why we bought him, but it's
Roque Santa Cruz.
I would send Morata to United.
Rodwell. Oh my God, we had some.
Oh yeah, that was. Oh, you guys signing Morata. That was a fucking.
Jack Rodwell and Scott Sinclair, who were both balling out. They came to City and they were bloody awful. Bonnie.
Yeah, Wilfred Bonnie.
Geez,
oh, Wilfred Bonnie.
I would send Morata to United. History.
Someone said Robinho to City. I actually really loved Robinho.
He was a good signing for you, lot.
Yeah, I think
definitely a good signing.
You know what he did do? He changed the mentality, because when he got there, like the City team were kind of like they'd go into games like, "Oh, we're not going to beat this team," and he was like, "What the hell? Like you can't think, you know what I mean? You can't think like that."
Yeah.
So yeah, he changed them. I think he did the foundations for, when we got, the better players in and stuff. But I loved Joe. He wasn't the best, but I loved him.
I just remember him being cold on Football Manager. That's what he was. Anyone who knows about Football Manager 07 that I've still got, Joe was the guy.
And Gelson Fernandez that no one remembers because he was.
I remember Gelson Fernandez.
Yeah.
He's
my favorite player,
Jesus. Gelson Fernandez, Wow.
Nah, Alano was elite. I don't care. Alano was too good for us. He was quality. I'd take Alano now.
Alano was cool. Alano was good, man. Random
Alano. Corners. We've never had a corner taker as good as him. Since.
Yeah. Flawless, no, ask me a question. I do want to address it.
Yeah, feel free, man. The Q&A and any questions you see in the comments that I might miss or Peter might answer it.
Definitely, I'm watching the Steelers game.
All right. Noah's asking me a question for Ahmed. Is
it this one from Noah?
Yeah.
Question. Go
on, Flawless.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to make it out in it. That's why I was like, let me pull this up.
If you're watching McFred for 6 weeks, will it make you want to remove your eyes?
It's awful.
Honestly,
it's the worst double pivot than me and Peter on the pro clubs, and we were pretty bad at times. That tells you all you need to know. We proper Caribbean with it, late to everything, interceptions, tackles, positioning, everything. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's awful though. Go on, Ahmed. I'll let you answer, but yeah,
to be completely honest, like I've become so indifferent about United until Oli is sacked. So even if we play with Fred, like I'm there. Honestly, I'm on the watch along for the vibes. I'm there to just chill with Amanda, vibes, comments, the streams. That's why I'm there. I don't even give a fuck anymore until he's gone.
Lewis said it on Shameless, like we was losing to Leicester. He jumped onto Sarcasm City TV and he's like, the goals went in, and you man were just still vibesing and just running bands. And then he was like, then I went on to Saeed's. Say again?
What happens if, say for example, Ollie leaves?
Yes.
So like Ollie gets sacked. Like say he has a really bad week and they just say, you know what, we can't do it anymore, and he gets sacked, right?
Yeah.
And all the big managers are like, sorry, we can't take the job right now, blah 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 blah. And you get someone like poor, like I don't even know who.
It can't be worse than Ollie. It can't.
No, it won't be worse. Like Southgate.
Like yeah, no,
that is worse though.
Like say you get like Wayne Rooney, who's not really doing much at the moment.
We're just carry on. It's just the same thing, isn't it? Like we know what to expect. The vibes. You know what I'm saying? I'm just staying the same. I'm on a vibes thing. Yeah, I'm on a vibes thing. You know what I'm saying? If they do that, it's just pure. It's just a pure vibes thing. Like if they do something that messes me up, I will just continue. Nothing will change. I'll just continue looking at United and treating United the same way I have been. It's still vibes. We're still not going to win anything. I'm still emotionally detached. I don't particularly care what happens. I watch and concentrate on United because it's work related. That's how I treat them.
Make Ronaldo player manager.
That'd be fun because we get some interesting things. I'll take that.
I'll take that right now.
100%. I'll take me and Ahmed being at the wheel at Old Trafford. At least it'd be something different. At least the vibes would be cold. You know what I'm saying?
You'll never see McTominay play a game again.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, yeah, just go knee slide down the touchline or something. That's what we do. So yeah, like I'm just emotionally detached. Like and I have been. Like go watch on the watch alongs. Like when we score, if the goals, I still cheer goals. But when we concede, I'm just like, okay. We lost 4-2, and that's the most upbeat I've been. We lost, and that's the most upbeat I've been all season. Look at me, I'm shameless.
His head was completely
gone. He was gone.
Okay, there was just see the clip where he goes Mickey Mouse again.
But you know what that is? That's the karma that gets you, because he was talking about quadruples. That's why.
Oh yeah, that posted Insta with him.
Saeed the realist, which is like Saeed. He's got a funny troll. Well, it's not a troll. It's a troll account, but you don't troll him. But it's like his burner.
It's like Benson rants.
Yeah. It's like the Benson rants. It's like Saeed the realist, and he posted. And I'm in one of the videos with Statman because me and Statman was live when Ronaldo got signed. He's like, he's fully here. Cristiano Ronaldo, he's here. Look,
fucking lost.
Gas.
Hey, that was Statman.
When he's slapping slippers, yeah, man. Now he's slapping slippers on his table, breaking his chair and that. Like that's on him.
That's funny. That's way too funny.
The thing is, like, that's what, like, because it's mad. Because everyone last season was like, "Oh yeah, you know, it's because of Ollie, blah blah blah." And then when you signed Ronaldo and Varane, everyone was like, "Yeah, it's 2021 and 22 or whatever." And like we were saying, like, obviously you were saying as flawless because you're not like them, but like we were saying, like, I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. The only thing I said is that Ronaldo will win you games because he will score goals, but I actually thought he would win you more games than he has so far. Like I thought in games like Leicester, you know, he would score in them games to win you the game. I actually thought he would do more than he has.
Well, you know what that is, Jan?
I don't know.
You know what you underestimated? The power of Ollie Tax. That's what that is. Yes, you severely underrated it, like most people do, because most people are not in it. They don't realize in it because they're not in it and they don't deal with it weekly, like on a day in and day out basis of having conversations. They don't realize how bad it is. Like Ollie Tax is there, and it gets everybody. It hits everybody. Yep. Go on, Jan. What was you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say, what if Ollie gets sacked and you get a new manager in, and you're still the same?
I don't think we can be, because a new manager, any manager we get can't be worse than Ollie because he's the bottom of the bottom.
Yeah, there's very, very few few options that are worse than Ollie, and realistically, like I think the fans are going to lose their head if we sign them.
All you have to do with our team to have some form, of success of our team, make us happy, because the bar's on the floor and we've just been abused in this relationship. Doing anything small for us will be happy. If I see us playing attacking football, even if we get beat, I'll be like, at least we're playing attacking football. I'd like to see us
fans now.
See that again?
Fam, we don't even
that's us. That's where it is.
Football.
We have been Spurs.
I just want actual football, man.
Yeah, we haven't won a trophy. I want to go into games with some belief that we can win. I said we picking up. I said from the next 7 Premier League games we're getting 6 points. I predicted less points than we have games, and one of those points was against Leicester, so it's 5 now. I predicted a draw against Leicester, so it's 5 now. And I told
I went
Neil,
between
love to my
0
guy
and
Neil
4.
on Beyond the 90. I told him when we did the preview, and he said, and when I was on Shameless, he said, yeah, you was right. He was like, he was really that bad because he wasn't confident going into the game as a Leicester fan. And I was like, you should be confident because we're pitching up with Ollie. And it will just be like us to come and kickstart your season. What did he say? They haven't scored from a set piece all season. Did they score 2 against us? I'm saying in that. Someone scored their first ever goal. I can't remember who it was. There were so many goals, I don't know. Someone scored their Daka scored his first ever goal. Ollie Tax.
Nah, I hope Ollie Tax works against City. He never normally does.
You don't have no idea. I've watched you lot closely the past few games. I watched you at Anfield, I watched you at PSG.
Scored to my life.
You played very well. You are going to bottles off the park.
Well PSG. I think
you did. I was very impressed.
Game was one of our best performances this season.
I agree.
That's why sometimes, when you look at goal, like the scoreline, and you look at it, like if you said to me, if we watched both the Burnley game and the PSG game, and you said which one of them did City win 2-0, I would have thought PSG. Just the way we played. We actually played better.
I was very impressed. I couldn't believe what I was watching.
Yeah.
I'm like, right, see, this good. And then I watched you at Anfield as well. I didn't watch you down the library at the bridge, but you won there as well. I'm like, say you're a force to be reckoned with. You go back to us.
Played well against Chelsea. Yeah.
Say again what you say, Peter?
He's lobbing strays at Chelsea. It's all good though.
That's how I love because you do it to me and that. Don't do that.
Hey,
don't do that.
It's all good.
Don't do that. You always take it straight shots.
Your team's looking up at my team. Just remember that.
See, look, I was waiting for something like that. I just shoot you first. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. I know something's coming.
Shoot me in anticipation. What is this?
It is. You know what I'm saying?
How preemptive defense is that?
Well,
He's already drawn.
Because when I'm saying he's toxic, you're like, no.
Nah, that's just brotherhood, though. We can do that to each other.
Hey,
that's the brotherhood.
Drive a wedge between us.
Don't do that.
Thing that you're doing, you're not slick.
See what happens when we let outsiders in. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. No new friends. Drake
no
said
new
it
friends. Yeah, he did. No new friends in it. You know what I'm saying?
Drake said it best.
He did, and this is why. He was talking to you, Yan.
Knowing Yan, she's probably met Drake. She's met everyone.
Yeah, serious. I probably walked past him. Like, I can't be asked talking to Drake.
I'm not Stroh. Stroh's met Drake.
Yeah, Stroh superstar too. You get what I'm saying? That's why he ain't on the channel no more. Big superstar. I could only get him on Pi Radio.
Too big for us.
Yeah, he is. You know what I'm saying? I'm joking, people. Stroh's my brother. Cam said, sporting moment that made you all cry. Whenever I cry for when we conceded against Bayern Munich in the final.
Did you cry?
The Champions League final, yeah. I was a kid, yes. I was devastated. I thought we were going to lose the final. I was devastated. We played shocking. I was devastated. I was devastated. I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? You don't understand what's going on.
There's only one football moment that's ever made me cry.
Go on, what was it?
That was when Yaya Toure scored against Stoke in the FA Cup.
So you never cried out of sadness?
No, I don't.
Because you're a stone cold killer in the, you know me. She be shanking man in smashing black balls and that, shanking man in the stand and that. Let's have it.
And
let's have it. You know, so you it.
Yeah, I've never cried from anything like that. I did cry after Aguero, but not in the stadium. It's when I got home and I had like a meltdown because I was like emotional because like my foster sister was leaving in the morning to get adopted. And I was like sad. And then I had an exam the next day, uni exam. And then
Peter's face.
When we won the
this is just
league,
a Yancer, innit? This is typical Yancer, this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Now, when we won the league, I went home and I ate some cake and I got in bed and then I just like cried myself to sleep. But that was more because my baby was in City.
Yo, Ahmed, any for you?
For me, I haven't cried in like relation to the actual match because I'm just not that kind of brother in it. And it's not there's anything wrong with crying. It's just not what I do. But like there was one thing that had me very, very emotional. And obviously I'm Danish. And when Eriksen had the heart attack, the entire country was like everyone was in a really bad place at the same time. And we were all just like hoping that he wasn't dead, basically. And that's like the most emotional I've ever been in relation to a sport.
You know what? You've just reminded me. I cried when Fabrice Mwamba died on the pitch because I thought he was dead.
Yeah,
and I rang my brother-in-law who used to play with him. And I was like, I think he's dead. And that was mad.
Thank God he didn't.
Yeah,
Thank
no.
God he didn't. And thank God the fan as well today.
I know.
What's it called? Is okay. In the stand is stable. Thank God. Salute to the players and and all the medical staff that got over.
They're so good. Like, why they don't have defibrillators everywhere? Like, they should literally be everywhere because that can save so many lives. Like, if, like I was saying, my cousin, if she'd have collapsed in Tesco, she'd still be alive now because she collapsed at home. There's no defib, you die. So it's a bit mad. They should have them everywhere.
Nahum says, I agree, they should, because it increases your chances of life, it more than doubles it, if something happens. So yeah, I agree 100%.
You've got 5 minutes to do the defib. It restarts your heart. If you don't restart your heart, that's when you become brain dead and all the rest.
Yeah, because of the lack of oxygen, and that's your brain.
Yeah, you've got 5 minutes. 5 minutes is quite a long time if you think about it. When you're in
to get it together, around people.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
So if every building has one, you should be able to realistically run to it and get it back in 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Especially when you're giving CPR at the same time. So yeah.
Thank God, but thank God the fan. As far as I know, the fan's still in a stable condition and everything.
Yeah,
like
they're
that.
in hospital. So we haven't heard anything else.
Thankful, man. And salute to everyone who was on deck. Like I said, I seen players pointing at him as well, or her. I don't even know if it was a guy or girl, but thank God that person is okay.
Yeah, Regulon acted really quickly on that.
He did, and that's what you need to do. Flores, did you hear that Carrick is...
Newcastle fans saying though that the game didn't stop for 5 minutes, and it's only when Spurs got a corner that the players noticed. So apparently it wasn't as quick as they made out, but still.
Did the fans not notice around?
Yeah, so the two of the men worked for the NHS, so they gave CPR and saved his life. But when the players realised, they then got the defib.
Okay.
Probably wasn't like 5 minutes because you probably would have died. But it was minutes in it before they realised. But to be fair, that they're not paying attention to the crowd, really, are they?
It's on the crowd there to try and alert stewards and all of that stuff. It's life or death, literally. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Flawless, did you hear that Carrick is taking over as interim if Ollie gets... I don't care who takes over next. I just want Ollie gone. We'll get to that when we'll get to that road when... We'll get to that mountain top when... We'll cross that bridge when we get to that bridge. We ain't even at the bridge yet. And I'm not talking that the one in West London.
Ollie tax still.
Say again?
I said I might apply. Yam tax might be stronger than Ollie tax.
Nothing is stronger than Ollie tax.
Facts.
That'd be fine. I'd be taking off. I'd be taking off the best.
Like the only tax that even that comes close to Ollie tax is Ryan tax.
Yes. That's the only thing remotely in the same area. Yes. 100%. I remember Flawless saying, I'm here for you when it all comes crashing down. I told Stat, man. I told him that, but man didn't want to hear. He even messaged me today, innit? And he was like, yo, I should, basically saying I should have listened. But he's like, Ronaldo, I was gassed. I told you this. And I said, when it all comes falling down, when it all falls down, I'm here. I can make, because it's the hope that gets you in that.
That's
how you believe in that team, I don't know, but we move. Go on.
But that's the thing, Flawless. Like the youth's got to learn the hard way. It's just how it is.
You can't hear, you must feel. Can't hear, you must feel. Said it as soon as the Premier League revealed the itinerary. Flawless. I told you about the October to end, November would end. Ollie, do you remember that? Yeah, I do remember you saying that. I do remember that.
Can I ask a question?
Me and FC.
Yeah, go
on. What does that word mean? Itinerary or whatever.
Oh, itinerary. That's just
that would be like a plan for something or like an outline.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
Literally a plan. Yeah.
Like the scheduling and that.
Yeah, pretty much.
So if I hit you on pro clubs and was like, right, this is our itinerary for what we're doing today or what the plan is and its formations and all that type of stuff.
I get it now. Okay.
Literally. That's common. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot. Sometimes people be using words that I have no idea.
You know that Flawless's first language is not English.
Wait, Jan, did you highlight your own comment?
Nah, that was me. I put out in her defense.
I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it was me. She did say it, but yeah.
In fact, big up Blue.
Yeah, big up Blue Moon, man. It's good to see more City fans in the building. It is. What else we got? Greg is saying most emotional I've been after Arsenal lost the 06 Champions League final. It was just a horrible last 20 minutes. I would say I feel for you, but I don't. I'm not gonna lie, Greg. I'm not gonna lie. I would say that, but I'd be lying, innit? Like, I enjoyed that final thoroughly. You know what I'm saying? But I love that Barcelona side as well.
Do you know what? I think it's emotional when you think you're gonna win, and then you don't. Like
Stop.
when you don't think you're gonna win, it's not as bad. Like I didn't get emotional after Champions League final because I'd done told you about 3 months before
You did call
exactly what would happen. And then when I saw the lineup, it confirmed it. So yeah, it didn't shock me in the slightest.
I got a little bit emotional, but we won, so hey.
Yeah. Lewis says here.
If you win, it's more emotional. I think with football, it's more emotional when you do well.
Yeah, I remember the final whistle going, and I don't remember like the next 20 minutes, like what I actually did. But I just remember like
probably just being toxic.
I actually wasn't. I don't think I was. This narrative is dangerous, Yan. It's very dangerous. But nah, I don't really remember what I did the next 20 minutes. I just remember like next thing I knew, people were lifting the trophy, and I was like, oh my God. And then I went out that night and got insanely intoxicated.
Let's go, man.
I did. I was like, Chelsea won the European Cup. I was telling everybody. A lot of people had no idea what I was talking about. What?
That's gonna be being flawless when Oli gets sacked.
I know.
Oh, the joys. That is like lifting a trophy.
It is.
That will be similar to us winning a trophy, 100%. And like that's yes, like the shackles are like 100%. I can't wait. Like the streams, like the Man United special that happens the day after he gets sacked. I'm hoping we're live when it happens, but if it's like a Monday and we go live the day after, that special is gonna last probably at least minimum 3 hours.
Why he got his contract extension?
See, this is what I'm talking. This is why people don't like you and call you toxic.
Yeah, fuck's sake, man.
This is exactly why.
You wanted Ollie at the wheel. Tell me how good does it feel or whatever.
I never sang that song.
That song is
Put them men at the ground.
There we go. He'll win the T20 World Cup starting next.
West Indies.
Not the West Indies.
I hope it's the West Indies, but who's top of the list?
We're not going to win, but we are going to win, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
But I don't think we'll win it now.
Let me check the actual rankings and then see. And
what are you saying over there in the bottom left? What's going on?
I don't think they're as good anymore, West Indies, unfortunately.
Oh, we're probably not, but we're going to win. We're here. Let's go.
We got more chances than that than
I'm looking there. So England, wait, hold up, 1 second.
England
this is T20. So England the top, India second, Pakistan third, New Zealand fourth, South Africa fifth, Bangladesh sixth, Australia seventh. This is gonna mind blow you because West Indies are behind these. Afghanistan at eighth, West Indies at ninth,
West Indies
Sri Lanka at 10th. How we behind Bangladesh and Afghanistan?
Yeah,
I get it, Bangladesh, but fucking Afghanistan, you know.
I've not watched cricket in a minute. What is going on with the West Indies? What is happening?
The West Indies are just not doing what we need to do.
Yo, all my sporting teams just doing suck. You know what I'm saying? And all my sporting teams just, my God.
I know you need to not support the same teams as me. You can support Man United, but you know, drop West Indies and Jamaica, and we might actually win.
I mean,
What kind of fucking hell?
Yeah. They're better at 2020 flawless. I hear you, Daniel, but hopefully they win. That'd be nice.
Yeah, yeah. Not anymore. Like a few years ago, yes. Now,
I've not followed. We will be doing that though. We will be doing T20 watch-alongs. We will be doing cricket watch-alongs. That'll be on Mimi TV, so that'll be on her Twitch. We will be doing watch-alongs for that. You'll see myself, of a host and affiliated to Sarcasm City over there.
Is he not retired yet? Is he not like a music artist now?
Is he?
Yeah, he's got a whole song outside his house. Have you not heard it?
I've not heard it. No.
It's not even that bad. Neeks was sending it me.
Is it a reggae tune? I'm guessing.
It's like.
Is he rapping? Is he rapping or is it reggae?
Like, yeah, it's like sort of a Vibes Cartel kind of song.
Yeah, so it's reggae then.
Yeah.
Like dancehall type of thing.
Yeah, it's like a dancehall. But I don't even know actually what genre it would be in. But yeah, it's one of them. But it's not that bad. It's not as bad as DJ Bravo.
Well, Dwayne Bravo made music as well.
Yes, he's like a DJ. He makes songs. How do you not know this? He's got a song called
I
Champion.
stopped following cricket. That's why.
Oh my god, yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Z Gold. I don't do horror films, so no, I haven't. Just to answer your question.
Man United is enough of a horror film.
But yeah, I'm not a fan. Being scared while watching a film, like being scared is not entertaining to me. I don't like the adrenaline rush. I don't understand it. I'm not with it. So no. I know Jan's probably a horror. You like horror films, Jan, innit? That's your lane.
Yeah. Oh my god, my favorite film as a kid was Pet Sematary. So I watched the new one recently, and they changed the story. Like it wasn't the same thing.
What in the world is Pet Sematary?
Oh my! How have you not seen Pet Sematary?
You acting like Pet Sematary's Friday or something? What do you mean?
Oh my god!
You said it like it's some regular, like it's a well-known film. This is the same person who ain't seen Training Day, but we move.
It is. It's well known. It's Stephen King.
I don't care, innit? Like I said, you ain't seen Paid in Full, but we move. Go on.
And no, I think I have seen it. I just don't remember it.
I think, how do you not remember Paid in Full?
Because I don't really.
A classic film with classic quotes that still get used to this day.
You know,
you bare disrespectful, you know.
How? I do.
So disrespectful. Hey, Peter, come talk to your Don in it if you're there or not.
Not like
what's going on?
She's here disrespecting Paid in Full.
I'm not disrespecting nothing.
I mean, are we surprised that Jan just is not cultured like that? Are we surprised?
No, she said I've seen it, but I don't remember. How do you not remember seeing it?
Yeah, but you were watching them sort of films. I was watching Sprung or like
what the hell is Sprung?
Some sexual film.
Yeah, that says a lot about you actually. Right?
What is this, Jan? What's going on?
I don't know what Jan's
doing. And you're always being crazy.
It's like
Jan is nuts.
Like, how do you not know what Sprung is?
Wait, are you saying we're weird for not knowing the movie that only you on the panel know?
Let me see who's in it.
Works. Ahmed, do you know what Sprung is?
I have absolutely no idea.
So we're the weird ones.
What? Let me see it.
This one is crazy. And she said the film before that, Pet Sematary.
Yeah, never heard of that shit.
What the hell is Pet Sematary?
I have no idea. Is there a bunch of dead animals?
That's Jan's film. She said something. She was talking about Pet Sematary in it.
Yeah,
and then
I don't know.
Jan just strange. Like I bet she ain't seen Menace to Society. You know what I'm saying? All the classics.
Why are we acting like Pet Sematary is like A Bug's Life or something? What's going on?
This is what I'm saying in that. Talk to her.
So Pet Sematary is a film where this family, the dad's a doctor, yeah. They move to a country house in America. And they've got their big 18-wheeler trucks going past it. So they've got two kids. They've got a little girl and they've got a little boy, like a baby boy, right? So they move into the house. The dad goes to the hospital and some guy's got like half his face blown off, right? So he tries to save this guy's life, but he can't. So then the guy dies. So then he sees this guy, like, even though the guy's dead, like, he sees the guy at the end of his bed. And he's like, come with me. So he wakes up and he thinks, like, oh, I had a dream about this man. But then when he looks down, his feet are all muddy. So in the dream, they go to, like, this pet cemetery thing. And it's basically like, they're like, don't go past this certain burial ground. Like, don't go into the Indian burial ground, whatever. So anyway, long story short, the little girl goes away with her mum to the grandma's house, and her pet cat gets run over. So the next door neighbor says, because he was worried that his daughter's going to kick off.
Yeah, I'm just telling us the whole film. You know? David, it's synopsis. You got intricate details in that. Well, go on, carry it.
There's full spoilers in this. Like, what's going on?
She's giving us dialogue.
Guys, spoiler alert on Pet Sematary in case any of you were interested and haven't had the chance to see it. Oh yeah.
No, Jan is the best, you know, I swear, child, yo. Jan giving us dialogue, you know. Talking about the neighbor and that. He even the main character.
Yeah, we're talking like tertiary characters now. What's going on?
So yeah,
she's like, well, look at how even more, yo. It's awesome. It's our fault. Yan is the greatest. Yan is the greatest. Yo.
Yeah, and you just don't believe in accountability, do you? I respect
No,
this.
why should I take any
Oh
accountability?
my God, Yan blamed us. You know, we look at it.
So he says, if you want the cat to come back, you can bury it in the pet cemetery.
Well, you're gonna watch this movie?
Come back to life,
No.
but it won't be the same. So the cat came back evil as fuck, right? And then the little boy ends up getting run over, and the little boy, the dad decides to bury the baby in the pet cemetery as well, and the baby comes back evil.
Why the
neighbor.
fuck would you put a live human baby body in a pet cemetery?
Well, it's in the burial ground, and the baby comes back evil, yeah, and he kills the neighbor, and then he comes to kill his dad, and then at the end it's their dad because the dad has to stab the baby with the needle.
What is Yan saying? What is this?
It's and then the baby goes, "Daddy, no fair," before he dies.
What are you talking? There's a baby that got buried in a burial ground with pets.
How old was you watching this?
That's evil.
I was a kid.
How did you enjoy this as a kid?
I think he was like an 18.
Did you have to
How
go
did
to
you
therapy after this?
How did you enjoy that as a kid?
Because it was scary. It used to scare me because the little boy is like evil in
Yan,
it.
did
Daddy,
you go to therapy after this?
Huh?
Did you go to therapy after this movie?
No, I just met Flawless.
Wait,
What?
what? Why are we doing my man's like that? What's going on here?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. Why you watch this film? I have no idea. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, see,
know
I'm
what?
not into that.
Good film. If you watch the original, don't watch the new one because the new
I
one.
don't like horror films because I don't like being scared. It's not something
Why would
I want. It's
You're not
not.
going to be scared of
No.
some baby. Are you going to be scared of a baby with a knife?
Okay, so what genre is this film?
It's a horror.
So so if the object of the horror is to scare you and I'm not getting scared, I'm not being entertained at all. Because if you watch a comedy film, you want to laugh. If you watch a comedy film and you don't laugh, it's a dead
No,
film.
the baby had died. The baby got hit by an 18-wheeler.
It's nothing to do with the baby. I'm just saying in general.
No,
It's not appeal to me.
What situation are you putting a baby in to get hit by an 18-wheeler?
Because he ran out into the road because they were fighting over the daughter, and the baby just ran off towards the road, and then you just see the boot.
Lewis, Ahmed already beat you to that joke. That's the horror I watch every week is Manchester United, yes. But it's not scary because I know what's happening.
How did we even get here talking about this movie?
I
don't know,
because Jan was just showing how like she just disrespects all the classic films.
Yeah,
That's
because I
what
was
it is.
showing Sprung, yeah, but you guys don't know what Sprung is. Google Sprung film,
I'm not
1997.
Googling. Don't do that, people.
I
Don't
appreciate
Google
it.
Sprung. Don't do that, people. Don't
Guys,
Google.
guys,
Your
don't do
internet
anything-
search history is
don't
gonna
do
look
any-
bad. Do not do
Don't
that.
do anything Yan says to do, like general moment in life. Like
He's got like a 1 rate in this film.
See, tells you all you need to know, innit? Yeah, Z, nah, it's all good, Z Gold. I see.
It says
Listen to this.
Sprung, and then it says, 1 minute. All I know is it was not appropriate for children.
And you're there watching it.
Wow.
Hey, I'm there watching the Little Rascals and shit. You know what I'm saying? Toy
Oh, I
Story,
love the Little Rascal.
classics.
I
You know what I'm
love
saying?
it.
And that. I'm watching classics.
Yeah, Little
Get me?
Rascal.
Karate Kid. You know what I'm saying? We watching classics.
It's
Not
called
Sprung.
Sprung Way Past Wit. It's got Tisha Campbell in it.
Yeah, I know Tisha Campbell. That's Jay from My Wife and Kids.
Yeah, it's got her in it. Joe Torre, Paula J. Parker, Rusty Kundu.
Jan giving us the full lowdown on this film. Let's go.
Fucking hell, yeah. Okay, we get it.
Did you guys hear about the whole Akadi situation? Akadi always seems to be on a Mazda. What's happened? What did I miss? Let us know, Emin. What did we miss? Do any of you lot know?
Family now, apparently. His wife
what?
was saying. His wife said something like, "Oh, here you go, breaking up another family." He's obviously cheated on her now, but he
Wait.
he
Wait.
stole his teammate's wife in it, and now
She-
he's obviously cheated on the teammate's
She's
wife.
surprised that she's being cheated on when she was the mistress.
Yeah, she was the mistress. Now
That's karma, isn't it?
Interesting. I, for one, am shocked that a
No.
man can get with via cheating would then cheat on his wife. That is
I hate
shocking.
when people do that. I hate when people are like, "He left his wife for me," and then get offended when they leave you for someone else. It's like they've done it once. Why wouldn't they do it again?
That is completely unforeseen and surprising. I never have seen that before.
Wow, it's so stupid. Dumb.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you're that tapped that you think that the guy,
You know what? Cardi's not even
Come
good
on,
anymore.
man.
That's the worst part about this.
Yeah,
This
that's
man
I
got
hear,
that move.
go on.
What's that? This man got
I
this
hear
move.
more. Go on. Sorry, go on. It's calm.
He got his win to PSG and hasn't done shit with it.
They've
That's
given
the-
him time off.
That's the
Yeah.
most frustrating part.
Like legit, I hear more about Icardi off the pitch than I do on the
Yeah,
pitch.
no, he doesn't.
I don't think I've actually.
He
If I,
scored the other
to my,
day, he scored a late winner for them, and
to my
one of them-
recollection, I don't even remember watching him play in a game.
He
No,
played the
legit.
Champions League semi against City and just did nothing.
Yeah, like I don't remember. There's never a time where I can remember, like even on the Q&A, someone's like, "Oh, did you see Icardi's performance in the Champions League or the or Europe or something?" Like
No.
anytime his names pop up, it's off the field. I'm not even saying he's good or he's bad. I'm just saying never anything else. I mean, it's never anything else. It's always non-football related with this guy. He always
Yeah.
seems to be on a mazza.
Yeah, he's always doing more. Off
yeah,
the
it's
pitch.
like Giggs post career.
Mazza. And I just seen this as I was on my Twitter as well, because obviously Gary Neville was defending his boy Ollie on Sky as always, talking about if you play Greenwood, Ronaldo, Sancho, Bruno, Pogba. Bear in mind, 3 of the 5 the manager signed, but we're just going to overlook that. We'll get to that later. And said if you don't want to be a defender in that team. And then Jamie Carragher obviously tweeted that because Neville put out his team, and he had De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Shaw, Maguire, Varane, McTominay and Pogba in the pivot, Bruno, Greenwood, Cavani, Ronaldo. So that was the team he thought was the best. And Carragher said you literally picked a team with 5 attackers in 2 weeks ago, all over the place, a lot of you. So he's sticking it on him. And he
Good.
said that was before the Villarreal and Everton at home, not in this run of games. Nuances lost on Twitter or with you. See you tomorrow. Whatever, man. He's going. I just wanted to get that out and just shows how much they'll go to defend them back for their man. You know what I'm saying?
Mate, innit?
Yeah, say again, Pio.
They don't think about things they tweet and say. Like they will provide opinions, right? And then they will just go against them like the next day. There's no consistency of like logical thought. That's how you can tell people are making it up as they go along. You have to constantly move the goalposts and apply fictitious nuance to situations that just don't require it.
To be fair, Souness is consistent in his hatred for Pogba.
He is, but
That's
then
true.
now, like if you're a £100 million player, according to him, if you don't get 4 assists a game, you fail. According to Souness logic.
He could change his mind.
Soon as
That's-
always just moves the goalpost.
That's Souness logic. So every time, Grealish has been a complete failure according to Souness, I see. Because he's not got 4 assists, because he's not got 4 assists every game.
It wouldn't surprise me if he thought that, to be fair.
4 assists. Hey, let Grealish dye his hair as a rap. I'm saying. Let Grealish he probably don't like him because of the low socks or something
Yeah,
like
but
that.
Grealish is I don't think he's very liked anyway, to be honest.
What makes you say that?
I can't stand him. Because he's a bit of a bad boy, isn't he?
Is he?
Gets into trouble, yeah. Remember when he was like drinking
I know he crashed his car.
and he
Yeah, I
crashed
know that.
his car and then he went
Yeah,
home
during lockdown.
and then
I know
he's
that.
like apparently obviously the player of ours that's in jail, they're saying that apparently the night that happened, like they were together before it, but obviously nothing to do with the situation. Like they're not involved in the situation, but that night they were clubbing. Him, Mahrez, and the jailed one. But obviously it's hours and hours before and it wasn't in the same location, so they're not involved. But yeah, he just seems to be around.
No, I heard that. Sorry, and I was just reading the quote tweets to that Gary Neville thing, and that like people have had enough. People have had enough.
I've never said well at it.
Yeah, that's exactly what people were saying. Your friend isn't good enough. Stop licking his ass. Hashtag Ollie out. Someone said. Someone said, Gary.
That's a hilarious.
Give that man a medal. Give him
That's
a
what man
medal.
said.
Hilarious.
Somebody else said, Gary, you chat shit. You contradict yourself every other week. You think you're the voice of football and even sticking your nose into politics now. Reality is you're a fraud. Tell lies to keep your mates in the job. You can't love the club you say. Attack the day. Attack your mate Ollie. He's clueless. Someone said, take the L, Gary, lad. Someone said, mad deflection. Laughing my ass off. The tweet was when everyone is fit for not the next 2 games. Someone said, these guys are hilarious. Somebody just said, look at this L. What else we at? Shut up, you glazer puppet weasel. You
That's
actually
nice.
came hard.
I like
You actually
that one.
came hard on Jose for playing shambles, but you can't criticize Oli because he's your mate. Hypocrite. Jamie not having any affiliation with Oli is a good thing. The only pundit that tells Gary the truth to his face. Somebody said, fuck off, Gary Neville. You know damn well Solskjaer's not good enough, but go on and blame the players. It's embarrassing how proud you are of the situation. It's like the time when you needed more time at Valencia, Gary. Jesus.
Oh, I like that one as well.
Yeah,
That
these
was good.
man, everyone's just on smoke here. On smoke.
He deserves it. Every single bit of
The
it.
kind of bullshit you sprout when you're cornered, no wonder he failed spectacularly, as he's putting capital letters in management. Just accept you got it wrong and move on, prick. That's what man put a full stop and then prick. Yeah, man, it's good to see people on his case and that. That is good. Yeah, it's facts. This is really someone just put Jesus Christ, laughing emojis. Why are you so shook to admit you were wrong, Gary? It's okay, man. And they're on Monday Night Football as well together tomorrow. But yeah, we move. You lot get your final few questions in as well. Obviously, big up to the panel, big up to Peter, Jan, and Ahmed for holding it down because I wasn't here for the start of the show. So that's why you got a Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. Make sure you check out the upcoming live stream sections on the YouTube and the Twitch because I'll be updating them after the show as well because NBA regular season games are starting, so the schedule is even more packed. We are back. Like you're going to be seeing a lot of myself, Peter, and the whole NBA gang over on the Twitch, like pretty much every day.
You will only be seeing Jan when the Lakers are playing sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes, you'll see Jan when the Lakers are playing at 1 because more time it's West Coast and they're like 3. But you'll see Jan occasionally. But you'll see people dropping in. But me, Peter, Winner Surfer, Timo, Harris, Devontae, that is the 6 in it. That's the starting 6. You know what I'm saying? Well, starting 5, and I'm the best 6 man. And you'll see others drop in as well in regards to it. Well, that will be on the Twitch. We'll be covering the Lakers, the Suns, and the Golden State from the West. And then from the East, we'll be covering the Bucks, the Nets, who I'm very much looking forward to seeing, and the 76ers, 100%. Yes, Dominique, yes, we will be covering your Lakers. Let's go. First thing I hear is NBA streams. I'm hyped. Those streams were lit. Oh, they were some of the best content on the channel easily. 100%. 100%. Because I did not expect it to pop off the way it did. Like I was just like, I don't know too much about basketball. Let me get the panelists together. And
those are what got me onto this channel, guys.
Yeah. And we kind of just stumbled across it. And when we was on there, I was like, this shit works. Because we got people tuning in who don't even like basketball, getting involved, asking questions about basketball. Myself included in that. Like I was asking questions because I don't understand everything. Like now I know what they mean when they say someone's 2 from 20 from the free. And I know that's very bad. You know what I'm saying? Like and stuff like I get that.
No idea what that meant.
It's cool, man. Ahmed, trust me, be in the comments, you'll figure it out. Trust me. Just ask Peter and the others questions. Because they're the basketball heads. That's what it is. Yo, Zane, it's good to have you in your face, Pat Bev. That's forever be goated. That is one of them iconic moments during that run. In your face, Pat Bev. In your face.
That was Jazz Clippers game 6, right?
I remember. Was it Jazz? Oh yeah, because it was Donovan Mitchell. Was it not Donovan Mitchell?
Yeah, because they went up 25 and they choked. And Timo was up in timeout and had to smoke in the back corner of his room.
This guy went to the corner of his room,
He's got like hella far from his camera for no reason, as if we put him on timeout.
Remember when he fell asleep? You know what I'm saying? And he thought the Lakers came back. That was funny. We
lied to him. That was classic too.
I fell asleep, started snoring. You know me doing a yan. It was mad.
Yeah,
we move.
No.
How would you know you don't snore?
Because I don't.
You're asleep. How did you know?
Because I know.
Bear in mind, there's footage of you falling asleep and snoring on this very channel.
Yeah.
Nah.
And we've heard you behind the scenes.
Which video is that?
I can't remember which one. I should have saved it. Can't remember which one it is. I've heard a snore before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've heard you snore as well.
Yeah. Pick up Blue Moon, who says I'm a Charlotte Hornets fan now. Okay, is that your team? Charlotte. Legit, I was up at 6 a.m. watching those NBA streams and I have no clue about NBA. That's the thing. It was just proper vibes. Proper vibes. I'm just
Oh
saying,
yeah,
man.
NBA streams are supreme vibes. There's
Yeah.
no like seriousness to them.
And there is a playlist so you can see all the NBA playoffs and the NBA finals as well. There's a playlist on the channel for those two. So you can check them out, people, and go back and check them. I think we're going to close out the show. But like, again, big up to you three for holding it down. I appreciate it. You lot in the chat, make sure you thank these three wonderful people for holding down this Sarcasm City Sports Q&A.
I want you guys to know I was here first. Jan was third.
Fam, I saw
No
you.
surprise.
I basically saw you alone. I was like, yeah, this guy needs an assist in it.
Bro,
common.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, they're asking me a bunch of questions about like Chelsea, and I was like, I don't want to do this. Like, please bring someone else so we can talk about something else.
Well, you man, like I said, you man made it work and figured it out. Like, because you know that if I'm at it, like, yeah, jump on, same, 100%. But we'll talk more about that off air anyway. But we'll go to you first, Ahmed. Anything you want to add, plug before we leave the show?
All I gotta say is, man, then follow me on Instagram at AhmedOMX. My ad is right on the screen, right next to my Avi. I'm on the channel on the United watch-alongs. I will be on Mandem United on Thursday.
Yep.
And do not forget Pro Clubs again next week. We go again. Passion FC, Vibes FC.
We go again, FC.
We go
We
again.
go again, FC. That's exactly what we are.
How did you guys lose 8 games in a row?
Because we were awful. That's
Hey, I don't
why.
want to talk about this.
Absolutely
Yeah, I
awful.
want to think happy thoughts.
Hey, Flores, please delete that video off the channel, man.
It's just
That's
awful.
disgusting.
Nah,
Honestly, yeah, you wipe that.
You want me to wipe it?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Oh my
It's
god, how
embarrassing.
did you wipe it? That's history. Nah,
Whatever, man.
and when you get good, you can say, "Oh, we were there when we were shit." Isn't
Yeah,
it?
but that's
like your
after we
club,
got
huh?
good.
Just like your club, huh?
Yeah, just like your club too.
I do need to find a striker, actually. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
get the game. Stop being fake, bro.
Nah, someone needs to buy me the game still.
Oh my
Alright.
god.
Anyway, all right, Jan, anything you want to add before we leave?
It's like £20 each.
Jan, we need £20 each between you. Who are you talking to?
I ain't got those kind of pee. I'm a student.
You said it calmly, be 20
Yeah,
each between you.
the worst part is you didn't even say 15. You have no intention of pitching in.
Zero.
I'm going to do you a favor.
How are you doing us a favor? We putting on with you.
How are you going to spend this?
Haaland's going to pay to come to City, or is City going to pay?
You
for
ain't Haaland. You ain't Haaland. Bear in mind, the last two people who spoke, the last two people who spoke shit died horrible deaths. So you don't want to be the third.
That's true.
You don't want to be the third. Don't talk up the talk because we expect you to deliver.
We're actively looking to
That man lost his head. That
Clearly, no one's
man.
delivering. You lost 8 games in a row.
Yeah, because our striker left.
Mm.
Our striker, legit, I'm not lying, he left.
Yeah, that's because you were probably bullying him.
Why do you presume we were bullied? Or did he just say he was godlike?
Yeah, why are you projecting? What's going on? We got her.
Yeah, look at her.
She's
Good work. We got her.
I'm saying
No,
you can hear the clock turning.
that wheel's going in it with a hamster dead.
Yeah. We got her. She's cooked.
Yeah, she's absolutely cooked. You know what
You
I'm
can't.
saying?
You could never.
We've cooked you multiple times. But
Yeah,
you had anything? Yeah, facts. You like 5-1 and a bit. Anything you want to add before we bounce?
No.
Okay, excellent. Make sure you look at this guy, this prick in the comments as well.
Let's
Big
go.
up my guy, Carefree Lewis.
Go.
And
Big up
that's my
Lewis.
done. Go watch the overlap part 2. You know what I'm saying? Because you can see Lewis with he's there talking to Paul Scholes and everything. So yeah, make sure you go check that out. Go support him. He's doing big things. He was also on a free advert. He's on Don Robbie's watch alongs. Lewis about to change his number and dip on everybody. You know what I'm saying? And, he about to be a brand new on everybody and that. But it's lovely to see, man. Like, that's my guy, thoroughly deserved. You know what I'm saying? Pete, anything you want to add?
Nah, man. NBA watch-alongs come back Tuesday. Chelsea top of the Premier League.
Plug the podcast. Plug the podcast.
Yes.
Oh, I'm 1 follower away from 200 on the podcast account. So
hey, there's over 30 of you lot in here. FNS Podcast. Go follow that
on Twitter
right now.
Follow us. Don't be pricks. We're 1 away from 200. But yeah, I'll be back here sometime soon to do something. I don't know.
Tuesday night, probably.
Yeah, Tuesday night. Yeah, that's about it. Shit. Ballers of the Bridge on Friday.
Yep.
Hopefully, damn, we play Malmo, Norwich, Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like sometimes I wish our club was more chaotic, like, but it is what it is. Yeah, but yeah, it's been fun, guys. Again, sorry we were late. I just didn't
That's
want
on me, people. That's on me.
didn't want to push the button and start without you saying like, yeah, start.
No, I come from anytime. Well, I told you afterwards, but anytime, like if there's a show, if it's a Q&A and I'm not around, just click the start button from.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I
Run
should-
it. Yeah,
yeah.
run
Thank
it.
you for gracing us with your presence
Oh.
until you started talking about the entire movie synopsis for some crazy movie. But until then, it was pretty good.
Oh my God, not the entire movie. That's like
I could do
You
a book
start
report on
naming
it.
the actors and shit. Come on.
Yeah,
that was Supergirl. That was Sprung.
Yo, she started talking about dialogue in the film. You
Why
know
are
what
you
I'm
giving
saying?
us like a 1 out of 10 movie and propping it up like it's Friday or something?
Yeah, she ain't seen
all I heard
Friday.
was a baby, a semi truck, all kinds of shit. I don't know
Yeah.
what.
Some dude had half a face or something. But nah, anyways, big up to you guys.
Something with pets and a cat.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a good film. Just watch it, honestly.
All right. Next time we
You
together,
know-
we'll watch
yeah,
it.
you know we're not watching this.
Next time I see you, Yan, we'll watch it. Yeah.
Big up Daniel. Still.
No,
Yeah.
you won't.
Now we will. 100%.
Cap.
Swear down.
We watched the whole
Hey,
Harry
that means nothing to me.
Big up my guys, Ahmed and Peter, and also the Queen Yan. Large up to Daniel, always supporting, man. You know what I'm saying? Always. Big up, man. Love. Big up to me. Man, like, girl, I just call you Sing. He says, I live in Canada, but I don't want to butcher your
I
first
think
name.
that's
But I
the
know.
keeper.
That's our
Oh, is
goal.
that Gersap? Let's
pretty
go,
sure
my
that's
guy.
keeper,
My
yeah.
bad. It might not be. Yeah, I presume it is the United fan, but big up to you, Gersap. I live in Canada, but I know about basketball as much as Ollie knows about football and coaching. You'll learn, though. One thing you'll do that Ollie doesn't is you'll learn because you'll ask questions. Big up to MN. Says big up everyone. Peace. You guys are cool, says Blue Moon. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
My right back in the building says big up you guys. Big up to you as
Big up,
well.
Cams.
Yeah, man, large up to everyone that's locked. Like I said, please make sure you hit the like button on this video before you leave and subscribe to the channel. It's road to 4K. Go follow and subscribe to the Twitch, which the link is underneath in the description as well. Make sure you're following me across all platforms. That's me, Flawless, and you can find Lewis. You can find Peter, you can find Yan, and you can find Ahmed and Lewis as well, actually, who's in the comments. You can find all their socials as well. Make sure you do that. We're back tomorrow. 3:45 p.m. on this channel, the YouTube channel, first and foremost, myself and Statman, Stats, Facts, and Vibes. So the Fantasy Premier League show is back. Then From a Third Eye View, that's the Premier League show with myself and Stro. That's on the Pi Radio YouTube. Also, retune your DAB radio if you are in the Northwest, and you can get it on there. Then 11:30 p.m., you're going to talk from the Arsenal. So the Arsenal boys will be back recapping Arsenal Crystal Palace. Then 12:30 on the Twitch, you'll get Doing the Most and Doing the Least, which is the Premier League show with myself, Yan, plus more. And we got 5 different categories for each show. So, for instance, Doing the Most, we got the most unforgettable goal from the weekend, most under the cosh manager, most untouchable manager, most unexpected result, etc. And then Doing the Least is the flip side of that. So the most forgettable goal, the manager meeting expectations, etc., the most predicted result, etc. But yeah, love to you lot, man. Big up every single time. Anything anyone else wants to add? Any more films you want to recommend, Jan?
No.
And this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on Sarcasm City TV. Thank you for